From the mountains to the rivers wide, tune in, it's time to take the ride. Regina's voice, it's your guide. West Virginia's heart, it's right inside. West Virginia Wire, hear the news. Politics and stories, what's shaping you. From the capital to the county line, we're keeping it local, keep it.
Yes, the microphone. Hey, everybody. Welcome to West Virginia Wire. My name is Regina Connell, and we are having a watch party today, you guys. I'm going to play a couple more intros, and then we're going to jump straight in. It's okay. This is a relaxed setting. My sister, my best friend, Lisa, is with me. I'll give you the platforms that I'm allowed to give you. It might be top secret. I don't know, you guys. Let me pull this down so you guys can see my facial. If I can get this stupid thing to go. What's going on here, y'all? Something's going on. Let me play this again.
From the mountains to the rivers wide, tune in, it's time to take the ride. Regina's voice, it's your guide. West Virginia's heart, it's right inside. West Virginia Wire, hear the news. Politics and stories, what's shaping you. From the capital to the county line, we're keeping it local, keep it.
They can't hear me. Hey, everybody. Welcome. I don't know what's going on. Am I even up on the stage, you guys? Hold on. Hang with me. Oh, I know what it is. It's my layout. Okay, you guys, we are getting into this. At some point, if I can figure anything out here. Okay, here we are. Hey guys, Regina Connell here with West Virginia Wire, soon to be West Virginia, whatever. You guys, we are having a watch party today. We will be watching the Hodge Twins. I've got my best friend Lisa here with me. She is behind the camera figuring stuff out. So she's putting her earpieces in. So she'll be watching along with us, watching the Hodge Twins. We'll be watching them. I don't think they're watching us. But the first thing I wanted to do was go on over to the comment section. You guys, please catch us tonight on Jola News Night Court. I'm going to show all that here in just a second once we get our bearings together. You know how it is. It's always a tech issue. Say it again.
Oh, yeah.
Tell them who you are.
Hey, I'm Lisa. Hope everybody's doing well.
Everybody's doing well. All right, we are checking to make sure we are live. You guys let us know in the comment section if sound is good, if it's trash, whatever is going. Oh, I forgot my on-air sign. You guys, look, I got an on-air sign. Here we go. Let's rock and roll. You guys, if you put your comments here in the comment section, I will do my very best to get them pinned for you. So we are streaming live across Rumble. We are streaming live across YouTube. We are streaming live across Facebook, now known as Meta, and here on the X platform, formerly known as Twitter. We thank you all for joining us. So as we do a sound check and everything, let's run on over to the Hodge Twins. We'll play their little trailer of what they've got going on. And then we will jump into this show. Let's see, we'll add this to the stage here. So this is them on the X platform tomorrow, y'all. So that's today. We got 11 minutes. So let's go ahead. I've got the notifications on. Let's go ahead and watch this here trailer if we can. I don't know if we can. So let's go ahead and go to their comment section. I'm going to play a little background music. It's not much, but I won't get struck down. I wanted to play some Nicki Minaj music, but I was afraid I'd get struck down by YouTube, which I understand. It's cool. So what am I looking for? Oh, music, some kind of background, something going on. Are we live? Do we have sound? Are we good?
You're here, right?
That's me. That's just me. We're going to check sound. I have multifocal contacts in. Y'all gonna hear a lot of weird sounds. Oh yeah, we got sound girl. All right, let's pop it off. All right, guys, so we are over here looking at the X platform. We're looking at the Hodge Twins official account and their post that they are hosting Candace Owens and how excited everybody is about that. I will say I've been meaning to get some content out about Miss Owens. I don't know what's been going on with me, y'all. So I've been enjoying everybody else's content, though, you guys. So thank you for staying vigilant through this whole thing. It's a lot to keep up with. I'm looking for this sound because it's driving me nuts. I think it's too loud. The background, can you hear the background music? Yeah, is it too loud? Oh shit! I turn. What am I turning down here? I don't know what I'm turning down here. Oh, here's the background music. All right, let's go, guys. So let's get into these comments real quick. They're gonna start in 11 minutes. So, Hodge Twins hosting. Man, let's get over here. Let me increase this size, and then let's watch this. Let me turn this music. All right, here we go. You ready, guys? You ready? Let's do it.
Excuse me.
Hey, Candace, it's so great that you could meet up with us. I want to give our condolences to you. I know you and Charlie were really close.
The impact of his assassination, I think, was not like anything we've ever seen. Charlie died allowing people to ask him questions, to broad narratives. And they're trying to convince us that his legacy will only be protected if we all agree not to ask any questions about how he died.
How does it feel, Candace, being #1, top 10 globally? Your podcast. How does it feel after what happened at Daily Wire? Because that had to been scary.
Feels amazing, and it wasn't just like they fired me; they tried to ruin my life.
You think that's why Ben Shapiro was like infatuated with you?
Bro, he has every Candace cup. I know he does. He watches my show like this.
You genuinely want to find out who killed your best friend. If you were getting 10,000 views, I don't think they would have a problem. I think they're pretty much pissed off at your success. But you were having a lot of great success before this Charlie Kirk incident.
They're alive.
happened.
I can't say.
These are the people that actually tried to grift off of his death. They sold T-shirts. They sold hats.
About 30
What was saying made $250 million in a couple of months.
Saying?
Okay, $250 million grift. Like, are you kidding me?
Anything you want to shout out?
No.
It's not like you need to shout out. Everybody knows Candace.
I'd like to shout out my cousin who's been holding it down in New York. Shout out to my
Wow, man, I can't even get through the 1.5 minute. I want to do a huge shout out to Cinema Shogun. You can look forward to every time there's a Candace Owens episode. He watches it so we don't have to. And I got to say, he's pretty on point because I do watch her original content. So y'all keep accusing me of not doing it. Now, the days that I don't, I read the summaries and all that because I can't spend my whole lifetime engrossed in one person anyway. So let's finish this out. And then we'll go straight to the comments. What are you thinking so far, Lisa?
Don't put me on the spot like that.
I'm sorry.
producer, my homies locked down. Pour some out for my
Lucky
fallen
Gina.
homies, my aunts and my uncles back, holding it down in Brooklyn.
That's inspiring. Okay, so let's look at these comments here. Tomorrow, y'all, epic, seriously. It's so disappointing to see 2 more conservative voices platforming at Real Candace Owens right now. Oh, man, they couldn't be more right about what they're saying. Let me put this on full screen here so everybody could see it. Y'all might not see my face a whole lot. I'm sorry about that. It's not me we're watching anyway. So Erica, Charlie's widow, deserves defense and respect right now during the worst tragedy of her and her children's lives. I couldn't agree more. Yet you're amplifying the very person who spent months disparaging Erica and his foundation, all while pushing her ever-changing wild insinuations and accusations that she's even had to walk back. Conservatives should stand with Erica and Charlie's actual inner circle, not amplify division, especially when she's misrepresented so many circumstances. His beliefs, and look, okay, let me finish reading this. And I want to say huge shout out to Monica Rodwald. What an amazing commentary this is. So hold on. Sorry about that. Anyways, so conservatives should stand. Okay, we read that. His beliefs, but what she's done towards Erica is a whole new level of spitefulness I never thought I'd see. And then people who claim they respected Charlie, his life and legacy, but then they platform and amplify Candace's voice over Erica, didn't even truly respect Charlie and doesn't care about the truth of what happened to him because there's absolutely no credible evidence of wrongdoing against Erica or anyone at TPUSA. It's just a very personal vendetta being done out of spite from Candace. Yes, I couldn't agree more. Thank you for saying that. Monica Roadwall, you guys go give her a follow. Thank you. And just when I thought you couldn't go lower than being friends with the Tate losers, I added the loser part in there and hosting a chick that screwed 1,000 men. And you proved me wrong. You can. Great commentary, Raven Grace. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Because it doesn't seem to me that, Miss Owens is giving a whole lot of grace to anyone. You guys let me know what you think. Oh, we got comments. Lisa, thank you for commenting. You guys see at Lisa Kilo. It's fine. I know it's an Android girl. The iOS does the same though. All right, let's see what's going on. What time is it? And again, you guys, if you want to skip our commentary, we will be pausing. We'll probably be making a lot of facial expressions. I'm hoping that they will surprise us. I'm hoping that they will pleasantly surprise us and really push back on her. But I think that if they would have, we'd already maybe be seeing footage about it, or Candace would be posting about it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know. And you guys, once again, catch us tonight on Night Court. Here's the YouTube channel I'm about to show you. All right. So this is Joe Lanou, and I am subscribed to his channel. It's an amazing show. I've been watching from the X platform. So as soon as I found out they were on YouTube, I was excited because hubby and I and the family can't. No, you're good. Make all the noise you want. No. You're fired, bitch.
I'm sorry.
You're fired. She's fired in the first hour. No, I love her. I couldn't do this. I was so excited when she decided to come in here. So anyway, what was I saying? She's going to help me stay on track. Did you get these papers? You ain't messed me up, girl. That's the whole thing about improv. You got to learn how to swing with it, right? I'm cool with it. You want me to help you with that, girl?
No, go ahead.
You got this, sis. There you go. Put it in your ear first. Hold it in and then put the wire around your ear. Make sure you've got is that the blue side or the red side?
My earlobe ain't down.
Is that the blue side or the red side?
Red.
Okay, that goes in your right ear, so you're trying to jam it in your left ear. You're trying to put a round peg in a square hole, girl. Or did I say that right? Anyway, you guys, so catch.
Thanks, Gina.
You're welcome, dear.
Gina's the best.
I'm the problem solver, baby. So episode 36 tonight of Night Court, the grand jury. Why I keep saying Night Court? Oh, because that's the name of the community. Can you hear me? Now it's going to sound weird because there's going to be a 3-second lag from you watching. Are you cool with that? Did it just happen?
Yes.
It was weird, wasn't it?
It's fun.
It is fun, isn't it? I told you it would be.
Sound weird.
We all sound weird. Okay, guys. Okay, how much time do we have left? What time is it? It's 2:59. Girl. Y'all.
You look good.
Does that look good? Thank you.
You do. I like the
Ensemble.
peachy ensemble with the lip gloss. Yeah.
So I meant to tell you, look, guys,
Sexy.
we're not going to be starting right at 3 watching them, for God's sakes. Because, they got to sell their raffles for their Jeeps and their campers and their trucks.
If you don't take that off your head.
You don't like it?
No.
Is that my Viking do here? Okay, this is not y'all. This is not about me. I'm sorry. I'm scratching my nose like Candace does. Y'all, Candace's mouth is very dry. I'm wondering if that's a sign of opiate use or benzodiazepines. Maybe.
Of course it is.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Let me do my allegedly thing. Where's Kenny? Where's Kenny, dude? Because I got it on here. I hope I do. No, his name is Kenny something. I'm gonna load it up here. I don't have it up here, you guys, but I will play this one because I truly. The hell is that?
You look so cute. I mean,
What am I hearing? Oh, it's the Hodge Twins. They started banging in my ear. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have said it like that. That's horrible. Okay, you guys, here.
oh yeah.
Stop it. That scared the crap out of me. And I have a volume adjuster on that thing. I did send some invites, you guys. If you want to come in, just simply follow that link to StreamYard, the yard, meet me in the yard. I know it was impromptu, and they're probably like, I don't know if I want to join you or not. You're kind of crazy. You're a little bit crazy. So yeah, we're about to watch this, you guys, and I remain uninspired. What about y'all? I'm wondering though, let's see these comments. Woo, let's go. Candace is the GOAT. Christ is king. This is gonna be damn good show. All hail the queen. Go Max twins. More like Maxi Pad twins. Did I just say that out loud?
You did. She said it loud.
And proud. So I wonder what giveaways they're doing today. What do y'all think?
I think we might have a hustler here. I think we might have a hustler here.
I think we might have a hustler here. Yeah, baby, we're getting ready to rock and roll. So we're just checking out the comments. A lot of people aren't happy with them here on the X platform. You guys, thanks for joining. Once again, if you check out the pin post at the top, you guys follow those links. If you want to skip our commentary, pausing, facial expressions, all of that, run on over to the Hodge Twins official YouTube channel. We do like to go to the official source and give them their watch time hours if they're kind enough not to strike us down and copyright us and let us have a watch party and make fun of them. All right, so let's keep going. It already sounds like I'm biased, does it? But I haven't heard anything logical or sensible. When y'all find something and throw it my way, I will consider it. I certainly will. All right, let's keep going, you guys. My name is Regina Connell with West Virginia, soon to be whatever, heifer. All because somebody put a V, the, maybe. It's a term of endearment, don't you know? Oh, here we go. Let's hear their opening monologue. Do you want to? I mean, we might as well just jump right on in.
It was very traumatic for us, and we only met him a couple of times. Yeah, I probably spoke maybe 100 words to Charlie, but it felt like I lost a family member that day. Yeah.
I think a lot of people felt that, which was really interesting. Like the impact of his assassination, I think, was not like anything we've ever seen. I actually met you guys through Charlie. Do you remember that?
Right.
An event together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
Well, Charlie and I were doing something, and we had you guys speaking.
Exactly.
And we were backstage.
Yeah, in Washington, D.C. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What year was that? I'd like to know. Let's check out their comments.
Where were you when that tragedy happened?
Where were you
at the time?
Well, I was here. I was upstairs prepping for my podcast show. We were just going to do a regular episode, and Savannah came downstairs and said, Charlie's been shot.
Who's Savannah?
It's just so
Who
crazy.
is Savannah?
Yeah, I couldn't
Savannah
even comprehend what she was saying.
Right. Yeah.
As obviously we just immediately canceled the show and sent everybody home.
Exactly.
And,
we did the exact same thing. So from the moment I found out he had been shot, we went to try to find out if he's okay. And then when I saw the video,
What were y'all doing what were you doing when Dale Earnhardt lost his life? And I remember my mama talking about when JFK was shot and all of that stuff. So yeah, okay. So we're hearing all about them and how it's affected them. So let's listen on, I guess. Yeah, that's what this live stream party's about.
And the amount of emails that I've received to the exact same effect of how impacted
elusive
people
emails,
were. I mean,
y'all.
some people who had never even heard of him. People that have never been to the United States. They just something about.
Let's pause her right there. Now, you heard her say people that had never even heard of him. So that tells me that, and you guys, like I said, the link to the original broadcast, go follow that if you want to skip my commentary. But she says that people had never heard of him. So when she automatically 6 days after go see Milk Bar TV, Nathan Livingstone, for all his side-by-sides, they're amazing, that nobody knew who he was, this, that, and the other. So that tells me she didn't give a fair, unbiased narrative. So all these people who never knew who Charlie Kirk was, right, they are solely depending on Candace Owens for this whatever information she's giving. Let's get back and let her continue babbling on. Miss Babylon, Queen of Babylon.
Or been to the United States. They just something about that video and the way that he died. And we've obviously seen a lot of violence and a lot of crimes over the years, but that was something different.
Yeah. Right. Now, I want to get to talk to you about your show. Like, it's been a lot of people attacking you on your work about Charlie's assassination.
Oh, for the love of God. Now she's the victim. Did y'all catch that? There's been a lot of people attacking poor Candace. Well, I'm sorry. What about Erica? What about Erica? I think that's fair and unbiased. Do you not? Do you not? She's attacked.
And it seems like they really misunderstand what your show is about. It's like, from my perspective, is you're not making any declarations about who killed him or what happened. It's like you're putting out things that you're following, like leads, and then you putting it out to the public to share with everybody what's going on and what information you have. Am I right about that?
Yeah, it has been very strange to see the immediate reaction.
So am I right about that? That sounded like a leading question to me. Let's go.
That people had.
I wonder if they practiced this in their mirrors and their producers. Like, did they practice this? Because we all know that it's pre-recorded. We know because we just know, right? We know.
Some people, I would not say the majority opinion, obviously. But the people in media were certainly offended at the prospect of people investigating what happened on that day, which to me signals that there was a foregone conclusion. And that foregone conclusion was Tyler Robinson did it and he acted alone. And you could just see that there was a lot of money that was backing this idea that to even investigate.
Okay, so she says there was a lot of money backing the idea that Tyler Robinson is guilty. Now, forget what you're seeing with the footage. So is she intimating that the footage was tampered with? I think that's what she's trying to suggest. So nobody should trust anyone. And she's even dubbed her own, I call it the CUA, Candace Unintelligence Agency. She likes to call it the Candace Intelligence Agency with the mommy sleuths. And now there's even daddy sleuths, you guys. Truly. Well, let's keep going, though. We don't want to keep you in anticipation of this great watch party. Wow. So we already know they're not pushing back.
Anything regarding what happened on September 10th was a sin greater than what happened on September 10th. It was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Right. And it's looks like a lot of these attacks are coming.
What did she just say? Okay, the delay is going to catch you, but it's going to catch up. I'm rewinding her just a little bit. What was more sinful than the attack on September 10th? She's saying that the actual attack of Charlie's assassination wasn't the greater sin. She's intimating there's a greater sin. I can't think of a greater sin. Damn, I don't know what she's saying.
It happened on September 10th. It was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Right. And it's looks like a lot of these attacks are coming from the right, which is shocking to me. Yeah, it's like they've been trying to label you as a grifter and just trying to discredit you as a grifter.
Yeah. To be honest, it has...
Anyone who has to lead out their statements with "to be honest," that's your first red flag. You should be honest regardless. If you ever hear me saying "to be honest," just to be honest with you, and I have to say I'm being honest with you 5 times before I actually tell you what I'm supposedly being honest about, please call me out on it. I beg you to call me out on it. I don't care how you call me out on it. Just do it. Thank you very much. Let's continue on this. What the hell is this? I feel like Candace should be like a baby and they're just rocking her and pass it. They're breastfeeding Candace. It looks like.
Pretty much.
I know that's a terrible analogy, but I feel like that's what it is. Okay, let's continue on the coddling. The people, it seems to be predominantly people on the right. Please define what you mean by that. On the right of what?
That just
What?
blew my mind.
I know, and it's just gobbledygook. Gobbledygook.
It's not been the right, but it has been the Zionists on the right.
The Zionists.
And I think
that's a huge distinction.
Which is a huge distinction, because I think the right has been infiltrated by the Never Trumpers, and sure, they call themselves the right, but they're not. They're just the pro-Israel.
Overall pro-Israel. I am an always Trumper. I don't know what the Never Trumper means.
Hillary Clinton in winning back in 2016 because they were so virulently anti-Trump, but now they love Trump, and even though they wanted DeSantis, they love Trump. And so we're just dealing with neocons, and there's nothing actually conservative about them. They have some talking points. I'd like lower taxes.
What are you talking about, man?
They are pro-war all the time, which obviously makes entirely no sense.
Yeah.
They have,
What the
it has
hell is
definitively
even
been,
that?
you could see where the line is. If you support Israel, you do not support the investigation into who killed Charlie Kirk. I wonder why.
Come on
Right.
now, dog.
It's almost like they're scared.
Come on,
whether it's going to be
man.
something, nefarious and turning point, or it's going to eventually lead to Israel. That's the gist I get from it. It's like they're scared that you're digging, that you're asking.
This is a joke, you guys. I'm sorry. This is a joke. Oh, let me pin a comment. We have to pin a comment here. Why is this delayed? Hey Trenton Curry, what's up? You guys, this is hilarious actually. This is pretty comical. I mean, I can't even be mad at it because they're such dimwits. I hope Sean Farish is watching this. I hope Mr. Sean Farish, President Trumper 2.0, whatever. Please go hard after these fools. I pray to God you and the good Miss Brennan Farish are watching this foolery. Let me show you this foolery. What in the actual fluffernuffle is this going on? I'm lost. Hey Terry, thanks for coming. It's Gucci, girl. I know it's all Gucci, girl. All right, Sammy, what's up, girl? What's up? All right, let's get back into this. I'm gonna be unbiased, I guess.
Asking a question.
Can't
That's like
hide
one
my
of
face,
Charlie's
though.
biggest motto. Is like keep asking questions. That's how you know we're still free. And it's like they're going away from what Charlie really wanted turning to become.
What?
Please look behind you and in that bookshelf, grab Stop in the Name of God. Stop in the Name of God by Charlie Kirk. It's on the bookshelf somewhere, I believe. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. What did I call you a sir for? Look.
You're used to Rusty being in here.
I am. And I call him girlfriend.
Call me girlfriend.
Girlfriend. Sammy's my girlfriend. Lisa Trenton, what's up? Stop in the Name of God. You guys, we are going to be reviewing this book, and then I'm shipping it off to my good friend Sammy, my Aussie friend Sammy. So I'm going to sign in here that I read it, all of that. But we are going to be reviewing it. And I think it's important, especially with what they're trying to propagate right now. So they're purporting and propagating and perpetuating that they were such good friends of Charlie that they met at this event. And to me, I think this is like over 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I never heard Charlie Kirk reference Candace Owens as her best friends or, hanging out with the Habib. Sean calls them the hijab twins, whatever. I don't know. It's pretty funny. Anyway, let's get back into this, guys. Let's get back into this.
Yeah. And to be clear, Charlie died allowing people
weird.
to ask him questions,
Right.
to
are you on the right
narratives.
one?
And they're trying to convince us that his legacy will only be protected if we all agree not to ask any questions about how he died, which doesn't make sense. And they've, despite having tons of money and financing that sort of psychological operation, it has failed. It has failed because
Right.
people realize that what is obvious is
Who are people? Who is they? And who is she speaking for? Are my first three questions. They might be a little repetitive ones, but I don't think these people get it.
he held dear.
These people.
And so it has been an interesting time. And I agree with you. Most people were not comforted by the fact that Bibi Netanyahu felt it necessary in the immediate aftermath to declare that he didn't kill Charlie Kirk.
That was evil.
And that it was very strange. I don't know if you felt the need to say that on your podcast. I didn't feel the need to come out and say that on my podcast.
Oh my God.
It's not a normal thing to feel that you need to declare
Right.
immediately after somebody is shot and killed that you didn't kill them, unless you most certainly did.
Right. Yeah. Like I was really upset when it happened because a few months before it happened, there was a man on the roof that tried to take out President Trump. And it's like, that's the first thing I would look at as the security. If I was security for Charlie, was to always keep an eye on the roof. It's like common sense. How does someone get up on the roof? Yeah. How do they allow something like that to happen? Because if anybody's going to try to take someone's life, it's always going to be from a distance. Right?
Okay, so my first question to the Hodge dummies would be, how much research have you actually done? Who have you asked these questions to? I would say, hey, this resource, I got this. So if you guys know the square footage of the area in Butler, Pennsylvania, and at UVU, that changes things. Now, remember, President Trump was on a campaign, so he had to fund his security and all of that with donor funding. But because he was a former president, he also had Secret Service. Charlie Kirk did not have that. Turning Point USA did not have that. So please tell me, security experts, and you guys, I am going to be talking and collabing with a guy. I don't want to say a guy. I'm going to give you his name and all of that real quick. Let me look it up because I'm going to do it right now. It's just rude not to. So we're going to be talking about security. He's wanting to talk about security in schools and stuff like that. And his name is John Cox, Mr. Cox. So thank you. Anyway, so we'll be collabing together. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be pre-record. I'm not really big on live streams. You guys know that. So let's jump back into, I think we were all prophets. You know, we could all predict and astral project how this one was going to go. You tell me what you think in the comments. Let's go, guys. Good gravy. I can't even take it anymore. I'm going to run a banner at the bottom.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And when we obviously were then subjected to Brian Harpole's very unconvincing interview with Sean Ryan, he shows one text message that's not even his. It's actually Dan Flood's. And he says, look, we asked about roof access. And we got one response that said, yeah, I'll look into that for you. And that's all they did. And as I was investigating, I determined that they absolutely were only referring to that walkway that was behind.
Y'all, please, please, please. I wish she would stop saying investigation. She's not a licensed. In fact, I think that should be a federal offense and crime. You can't, I mean, if you're not an attorney, I don't know, Nate, the lawyer, tell me if you know. If you're not an attorney and you're not licensed to, and you start giving, purporting and perpetuating and propagating something to be that profession and that you are a master at it, I think that's kind of a crime, is it not? And especially when you take money from people for this investigation. I'm not sure. Let's keep going. Stupid dogs are barking. Sorry about it, guys. Sorry.
They never did a walk through, and they kept insisting to the UB police was that they wanted to make sure that Charlie's car had a clean exit. That was their primary concern. The university had advised against Charlie doing an event outside in that location because of the fact that they could not control traffic flow. So that makes sense. If we can't check your tickets and make sure you're here for this event and know who you are, you're a sitting duck. And despite that,
or, and I know this is going to be way out there, guys, but just consider this, that Charlie was no fear monger, nor were the people on his team. They did the best that they could. Something slipped through the cracks. And I don't think that Charlie Kirk ever asked anyone to fund his security, or, I don't know how all that works. Candace Owens is specifically saying that she fears for her life. If you read Charlie Kirk, all the stuff that she's saying is crazy. Anyway, let's continue on this crazy interview. I got stuff to do tonight, you guys, too, but let's keep going. Oh, God, this is so painful to watch. Oh, and I really hope that Cinema Shogun's going to do I watched this crappy whatever this was, so you didn't have to.
This Turning Point insisted that that's what Charlie wanted. He wanted to be outdoors, and so they even declined
Charlie wanted. Why are you saying that he didn't want it? Do you have evidence that they forced him? Did Charlie Kirk strike you as the type of person that got forced into anything? Oh, they forced him to do this outside event. They knew. Ooh. I can't take it anymore. It's how ridiculous it is.
That's amazing.
Definitely is very strange.
He said it's amazing.
When you work with Charlie, he didn't build that organization alone. Honestly, you had a big part in that. When y'all went to these Q&As, how effective was security? I would think y'all would have like president level security.
First of all, let's do a run in. Anybody who knows how much president level, hey, Sammy said, hey, Gina, Lisa, President Regina, whatever. president level security, somebody please do a cost analysis. Can you ask ChatGPT how much that shit costs? Like, let's think about it. Turning Point USA at that time, wasn't that level of an organization. They were trying to reach out to college kids. College kids don't have that kind of money unless, I don't know. Candace Owens knows how the world is dictated. So let's let them continue to babble on. I would think they had president level security. No, they chose to spend their funding and their donor money in wiser ways, would be my opinion. But you guys let me know what you think. All right, let's keep going. Good gravy. I told you I was going to interrupt a lot.
That event was nothing like anything I had ever seen. They allege on the Turning Point side that Charlie had done some outdoor event. I think it was here actually in Tennessee. And he had then loved that sort of Coliseum setup, the amphitheater setup so much that he wanted that going forward. So that was something recently that they said that he was demanding. Obviously, no, of course, basic security protocol. Even if I said, I really want this, the security team would say, well, you really can't have this because it's just not secure.
What is she talking about? I zoned out for a minute, guys. Let me know if you heard what she said. I totally zoned out on her.
And everyone is telling you not to do this. And clearly, what Charlie wanted, Charlie didn't get at his organization. You could see that even in terms of how they were controlling who could come speak. So the idea that this one thing, they allowed him to...
they were controlling everything. They were controlling who could speak. They were controlling... Who is they? Who are the they that were controlling Turning Point USA and Mr. Kirk?
Right, who's they?
Who's they? Was it the people from the X-Men school? Was it the bees from... wherever the bees were from? What state was that? Nebraska? I can't remember. Shit, she comes out with so much shit.
Push through and say, oh no, he's got to have that Coliseum set up. Doesn't ring true to me. It seems like somebody else was pushing for that. Of course, the security could have said to him no, especially because he's contracting them and their reputation.
Okay, he's contracting them. And let's also remember that she told Turning Point USA that she should be their PR team. Well, hey, guess what, Candace? I offer as tribute to be your production team. You need to fire everyone on your team, right? Take a sip of that big ass cup. Is it empty? Is it just for prop? I'm not sure. Take a sip because your tongue sticks to the top of your, and all we hear is when you talk. I'm sorry. That's going to hit you in about 3 seconds, Lisa. Did it hit you yet?
You said Nebraska.
Oh, it's lagging way behind then.
10, 12 second delay.
That's shitty at 12. Good Lord. That's from Adderall. Thank you, Tracy. Oh, does it make you? I don't remember being that dry mouth when I took Adderall. I don't take it.
Meth used to maybe go like this.
Yeah, but this is different. I think this is benzodiazepine, or like Tracy said, this is probably from Adderall. Maybe a combination. Tracy Benna 4150 on YouTube.
Mom, Tracy?
I don't know. Is it Lisa's Tracy? Are you Lisa's Tracy? Tell us. Okay. You're just safe. Oh, I got sidetracked. Let's get back to this. Let's get back to this girl.
Reputations are on the line. There was no pushback at all. There was only push forward on the Turning Point USA side, the security apparatus.
Nope.
Typically, of course, there's traffic control. There are tickets. They know who's buying those tickets. And
do y'all want to hear her like on fast speed? It's so damn hilarious. For real. Girl, you better open the door. I swear. And you're not muted. So I'm just saying. You let it rip. You better open that door.
No, I'm not. No, that was the chair. It was the chair.
Y'all believe that it was the chair? Yeah, so Tracy said, nope, nope, nope. And Tracy might be a guy. I don't know. Tracy's a common girl and guy name, but I think this is the girl name.
People are reserved. So that was just all completely violated. Anybody could have walked up and sat down in that event if they wanted to.
Oh, did you hear that? Anybody could have come up and sat at that event if they wanted to. So we know from that statement, that sounds like she's into that little bit of exclusivity. Don't let no peasants in here to be sitting in the common. There's no common folks section. What are you advocating for? I'm not sure what this lady's saying. I mean, we're going to listen to her in like triple the speed. It's hilarious. And then we're going to watch her mute. Look at this face. Look at this face. I can't stop it.
Everything that I saw, even from Terrell being there, was the first time that that's ever happened.
All right, we're going to speed this up. I just cannot help myself, you guys. I feel like we'll totally understand what she's saying no matter the speed. We're going to go at 1.25. I don't think that's too extreme. So let's get after it. You're going to like this, guys. I should do a drum roll and a gong. I'm really loving the sound effects, you guys. I got a new ring light. I was going to let you play with the lighting too. Look, see the mode and the rainbow thing? Go ahead. I know that's sweet of me, isn't it?
I need Bob. Red's power.
What? Hey, that's perfect. It's in red, you guys. So it doesn't look red here, but
I'm trying to see.
just keep playing with it, girl. All right, let's get back to this. That's what she said. This one said. All right, let's get back to it. We're going to listen to her on triple the speed. You guys want to go catch the original footage? Run on over to the link at the top of the page. Here we go.
It's the guy who notoriously filmed himself after Charlie got shot and said Charlie's dead within 2 minutes. And then right after that, rather than running toward this person that he's worked with for over a decade.
Y'all, this is 1.25 speed, right? And she sounds, that's how slow she talks. Okay, that's good.
We're calling 911.
He's just playing with the lighting.
He runs down to remove the cameras. And so one of my first questions was, why was Terrell there? I've done tons of events. Terrell doesn't go to these school events. And they said, well, we were trying something new that day. Like what? An assassination? Like,
Yeah,
what were you trying to do?
You don't try things new in the middle of a Q&A.
Yeah, and even stranger is that Terrell, they were trying something new that day.
I will gladly pause to read this pinned comment, you guys. I have to unpin it to be able to read it though real quick. Wait, what's going on here? Why can't I see it? So she did say she wanted to go to war with everyone at TPUSA, and she struggles with vengeance and seeking revenge. I couldn't agree with you more. Could not agree with you more. Yes, she thieved. Like it's something she's never gotten over. And a lot of people on the on X were calling her the bunny boiler. YouTube, I don't know what to say. Don't strike me down. Fatal Attraction. It was a movie. It's probably up on YouTube, right? It's not hate speech. But I do believe she's Fatal Attraction. Totally. George, get your wife under control, mine. Maybe they were both obsessed with Charlie, allegedly. I'm going to find that allegedly thing. Okay, let's let them Babylon at 1.5 the speed. What was that?
It sounded just like
I didn't hear it. If I don't hear it, you're good.
But don't forget, they had scheduled Charlie to have an event just 10 days later at UVU. He also had an event later that week at Colorado. Terrell wasn't slated to be there. So they were not just trying something new. They were trying something new for just one day that required Terrell. There was no communication between Terrell and the events team for the events that were in the immediate future. There was no security planned for the event that Charlie had the very next day at Colorado. There was no communication. So it's almost like the security knew that event was not going to take place.
You know what's crazy?
I agree. Criticism.
What
I
happened
agree.
to President Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania? Conservatives really attacked the FBI.
509.
We really went after them. So that was an inside job. They're trying to Secret Service. The incompetence that the females, what they were doing there is like we really went after the FBI. The people that was in charge were protecting them, right? And it's like when we go trying to go after the truth about Charlie Kirk, it's like people start labeling us like bad faith actors and conspiracy theorists. Why?
Go after the truth of Charlie Kirk. Let me tell you the best way to go after the truth of someone. Start reading about them. Read the books that they have published. Go back and watch their episodes. How much are you doing that, Hodge Twins? What's the latest Charlie Kirk nostalgic episode? What's your favorite one? I think these are all great questions. Scott Brown says she is demonic. You can see, let me put this up while I read this comment. She is demonic. You can see the difference from a year ago to now. And look how she contorts and laughs at the worst places at the heinous of times. I could not agree with you more. I totally could not agree with you more. She is demonic. She is demonic. Alex from Fatal Attraction and Reagan McNeil from The Exorcist. It's a combination. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, let's let these vote. You guys, I am playing it at 1.5 the time.
How do you think the switch up? Why is he trying to label people on the right just trying to really find out about Charlie? Why are they trying to paint us as like just grifters and conspiracy theorists?
Because the boss has a boss. Trump took $200 million from Miriam Adelson. Charlie stepped on Bibi Netanyahu's toes when he went head to head to him over Iran. Back in May, I believe, was when it was Operation Midnight Hammer, when we bombed Fort Dow, and Bibi wanted a full front war at that time.
So she said, I believe that's when this was. So you don't know for a fact this was a planned podcast. If you knew you were going to talk about this, why don't you have your facts? I mean, you got a whole damn team around you. Why don't you, hey, Mark, hey, Skylar, hey, whatever your name is for the week. Can you Google this for me? Can you chat GPT it for me? Don't say I believe and purport it. Let's see. I love Candace Owens. She beats all odds every time. I mean, you're not completely wrong. She does beat some odds. I will tell you that. And she beats people up while she's beating those odds, is my opinion. So thank you for commenting. Hustler 1234. Thank you for pulling up. All right, let's continue on. Wow. So she's going to drag anybody anywhere she can.
And Charlie convinced the president that was not a good idea. And he stood up to the entire Zionist lobby who were in his ears. I think Bibi viewed him as problematic. They were very upset about Tucker's speech, and Charlie had said he was abandoning the, Israel cause.
Going to buy a bat for Tyler Robinson.
What you're seeing is that Trump has a boss. And so it's much of what we see in.
Hey, Candace Owens, guess what? We all have a boss. You know who my boss is? Jesus Christ, my Lord King husband, and whomever decides to give me a paycheck for whatever it is I'm doing, they are my boss, right? Have a little respect. And I don't know, she just wiggle waggles too much. You guys, thank you for the comments. And she is going to bat for Taylor and wants him set free. I agree with you. Oh, you guys, keep watching, because I'm going to give you my alleged theory. There's been a lot of great theories floating around on the X platform, so she can float her theories. Let's float ours. Let's keep going. Ooh, it's hard to watch, sis. Okay, let's keep going.
DC is just an illusion. I think we've always been aware that there was a deep state. And I would say that the proliferation of the deep state was certainly after JFK.
I've got to speed her up, you guys. This is too much.
Yeah, when I think of the deep state, I think of Israel. And that's how I really was drawn to Trump, because of the deep state and the shadow government controlling our government. We want to put America first. And so far, I think we're getting anything but that.
I agree. It has been a massive letdown. I think if there's one thing that I'm happy about, it's that we certainly proved the rhetoric was always MAGA is a cult. Well, I think we've certainly proven that we are not. And when he started to go back on his promises, I mean, his consistent attacking of Thomas Massie, can we get the energy that you have towards Thomas Massie toward the investigation into who killed Charlie Kirk? That'd be great. It's not exactly what we were.
What? What is she saying? Exactly what listen.
I am as ignorant as you.
Whoa, hold on! Y'all, I'm so confused right now. I'm so very confused at why she's saying what she's saying. So and I say it again, the very thing we accuse people of doing. And, I'm seeing that she is demonstrating cult-like behavior. Don't worry about it. That you don't have to check into that, because I've handled it. I myself singularly am holding back the internet. I got Trump into office. I have the power to do this. I. Me. I. It's exhausting. And I just wow. She drank the Kool-Aid. I know, man. I don't want any of that Kool-Aid she's drinking, y'all. All right, let's keep going. I am going to get this other
thing. Behind MAGA wasn't like, let's take down Thomas Massie. This is our number one problem.
Right.
And so it's almost like somebody has his phone and somebody's telling him what to say, when to say it. And you just don't get $200 million and not owe somebody. And right. It seems to me.
See, you don't get to say statements like that, Candace Owens, without saying, hey, this is where this was given. This is where it went. But she doesn't do any of that. And like Cinema Shogun, I love the way he slips in there her homemade flow charts, her homemade timelines, her homemade slam book. And any of you that remember back in the time when people made slam books, if you've ever seen Mean Girls, Regina, whatever the hell her name was. So let's keep going on. Wow, this is so uncomfortable to watch.
Seems to have been the cost for this administration.
I think his attacks on Thomas Massie and Marjorie Greene is when he calls them names, it's like an ulterior motive that he's not sharing with MAGA. I think he's doing it for foreign interests. and he's not really putting America first. Like his attacks on Marjorie Greene, calling her a traitor. I
She
remember
is
when
a
I went
traitor.
to one of his rallies and I met Marjorie, and she was discussing about I really think they're trying to put Trump in jail, and she looked very concerned, and she was very worried about him. And then to see him go on TV and to call her a traitor, it's like
No, okay, she quit. She quit. She took donation money. She tweets from a foreign country telling Americans what they should be doing. I'm not sure they voted with the Democrats. I know, man. I know, man.
it really pissed me off.
You pissed me.
I think a lot of us felt that way for the exact same reason. People that took real risks to support him, people that were willing to be tarnished, have their reputations tarnished for supporting him when it was not popular.
Stop it. You never had a reputation anyway. Stop this madness. Stop this. Wait, that's happening now. Oh my God, wrong one. What? Stop this madness.
Oh, come on. I know you can hear me.
God dang, man. Talk
I think
about.
we might have a hustler here.
We totally have hustlers here. Totally. Wow. They are just trying to decimate. I mean,
to do so, you see how quickly he will flip on you if you don't worship his perspectives, because he needs the compliment that what he.
And you see how quickly Candace Owens will flip on you if you don't worship her perspective. So what exactly are you saying, my lady? Not sure.
Doing is right, even when it's wrong. And Charlie was that rare person who would tell him the base is not going to like this, as he did with our involvement in Iran. Like, this was one of your promises that we weren't going to get involved, and you're not delivering on that. He no longer has that perspective in his ear. So he has just a bunch of Zionists telling him, showing him articles that have been written by Zionists. Everybody loves you. This is great. And you can see that misdirection. It's like he's putting things out there that are so obviously not going to make his base happy. And you have to wonder who is informing these terrible perspectives. And the answer is Israel's entire apparatus that has infiltrated. And so he's not even, I don't even really think there's a conversation to be had about what Trump's going to do anymore. It's Bibi Netanyahu. What does Bibi Netanyahu want, and what is America going to get?
Do you think that's hurting his base going forward?
No,
like
not at all.
Voters,
Making it stronger.
Do you think the Republicans are going to lose a lot of steam if they feel like the Republican nominee is going to be an Israel first president?
Oh my God, y'all are so
left and right. If you are Israel first, you're probably not going to secure the nomination. That's what I would say.
Oh, that's what she would say.
But back to Charlie, I don't mean to flip flop around.
Yes, you do.
I've noticed Erica referred to Turning Point as family.
Leave
I know you
her
said you was
alone.
really close with Charlie. Y'all was like close friends. Y'all, without going into anything private, of course, or personal. Can you describe that dynamic, your relationship with Charlie? Like, did he confide in you, or did he use you as a resource when things was heavy at Turning Point, or he just needed a resource to fine tune things?
Yeah, I mean, Charlie and I came up together, so I mean, people don't know who you are, and then you find some degree of fame, notoriety, whatever it is that you want to call it, and you are constantly in a state of war. So I feel like he was the person beside me in like a 300 battle. You know what I mean? It was constant, and forget it. And then the jealousy of when Kanye tweeted us, and then everyone came out of the woodwork.
Oh, stop it! Kanye's not talking about you. It brings a smile to
my face because it was fun. It was a lot of work, and it was fun, and we went everywhere, and we traveled everywhere, and we did it on a micro budget, terrible hotels that it would just pain me.
Right.
Yeah, it was one of the things that just laughed.
Did you hear what she said? A micro budget, terrible hotels. And I think if you guys look into her financial spending habits and what she needs, how much she charges people for appearances, and it doesn't seem that she and Charlie really agreed on the financial aspect of things. And she openly stated with her own mouth that she took Charlie's credit card for Turning Point USA because she insisted that they go over to the UK for her to meet her future husband. She tries to report to her audience that she and George got together after or before Charlie and Erica did. That's a lie. So you guys clock her lies because she gives them to you left and right. And what the Hodge twins are doing is disgraceful and despicable. You should have left Erica Kirk out of it. I really thought you might, but you didn't. You're disgusting and you're gross. So let's keep going. God, I just want to throw up in my mouth a little bit. This is egregious, and they have not provided one point of evidence, not one point, you guys. This is crazy. Let's keep going. You guys, I see the live chat going over on my channel. Thank you guys so much for commenting. I don't know why it's not showing up here in the yard, but let's get through this.
And reading through all the messages, like, the suitcase didn't go through the airport. If Walmart opens at 5 a.m., we have Fox at 6 a.m. Like, could you get to Walmart? Could you grab, that sort of a thing. So it was very much a brother and sister relationship. And of course, Charlie dating before he married Erica. So all those things where he's.
Why does she feel it necessary to talk about Charlie Kirk's dating life before Erica? None of that matters. And I completely agree with you, Scott Brown. How can she believe what she is putting out there? People like Candace are hurting the conservative movement. Yeah, I mean, they're trying to, but we can't let them have that power like that. So, when people like this go rogue and do stuff like this, you get a Nicki Minaj that comes in with the barbs and does her thing, so we are grateful for you. But for anyone to singularly say, because it's not a competition, we're supposed to all be looking for the same goal, but to singularly say that, ooh, I'm responsible for this person's success, and please trust and believe when people tell you what and who they are, believe them. If somebody tells you they are a bird brain, believe them. And hey, bird brains, don't be shocked and shaken when people treat you exactly what you tell them you are. Don't seek for people to look for deeper talents and meanings when you keep telling people they do not exist. I will take you at your word and I will treat you how you want me to treat you. If you tell me that you're dumb and stupid and that you're a bird brain, I will treat you exactly as such until I see otherwise. And if you keep telling me you don't care, I will take you at your word on that. Well, you know what I mean when I say I don't care. No, I don't know what you mean. I'm going to need you to be a little more clear. Those of you that have that understanding, I'm glad for you. Keep that understanding. Let's keep going. This is egregious. This is simply egregious and should not happen. In fact, I'm going to have a cigarette.
He's confiding in who he likes, and I'm drafting text messages for him to send to this person or that person. I may even show the text message.
Wow. So she said, so are you saying that maybe you might have drafted and sent any text messages to Erica Kirk so she's saying that Charlie did not even have a mind of his own to know how to talk to a girl without her involved, that she was drafting his text messages for dates. Can anyone confirm that story? Does the story matter? What an idiot this woman is. What an idiot. You are an idiot, Candace Owens. Listen to this garbage she's talking about.
Yeah, I felt like I was basically dating these girls because I was like,
oh my God.
Should I wear this? I'm like, no, you should.
Lisa, she just said she basically, did y'all hear that? We're rewinding that. She said she basically felt like she was dating these girls. That is creepy and gross. That is creepy and so freaking gross. Ew.
Or that person, I even showed the text message. I felt like I was basically dating these girls because I was like, should I say this? Should I say this? Should I wear this? I'm like, no, you shouldn't wear this. No.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa, hold on. Whoa, hold on.
Hold on. Let's roll back the tape, you guys. And they're laughing like it's funny. You're fools. You are fools, all of you. You are fools. I'm going to slow it down so that you guys, she played it too fast. I took it out of context. I mean, I'm not sure there's any way to put what you're saying in any kind of context. Okay, let's go. This is hard to listen to. Hey, Mixed Text and Report. You guys, Mixed Text and Report. Go over to Mixed Text and Report on YouTube, on the X platform. He's also on Rumble. Lisa's bringing me food.
Oh.
Chicken and
Ice cream.
ice cream.
Bananas. Cinnamon. Honey.
Oh, God.
Healthy snack 101, baby.
I'm starving too. Anyway, you guys, look.
Coffee's on the way.
Candace, when your mouth gets dry, just eat a strawberry. I must say she's doing way better. So Mixed Text and Report and I will be collabing coming soon. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, go check him out. Who's everything Texas border related, ice, all of that. All right, now we're on normal speed. Let's go.
But, more like smart guy. Tia Tamara, like your younger brother, also happens to be a genius.
Right. So you did everything for Charlie. You used to dress him up and everything, huh?
Yeah, for sure. Charlie,
she used to dress him up and everything.
Mm-hmm. Charlie with the baggy suits. People who do Charlie with the baggy suits. That was a phase, which has been one of the more upsetting things to me about like Don Trump, because Don was definitely his friend. He was a part of that. And I just expected Don to say more. And he didn't. But yeah, it brings a smile on my face. It was a time, and then I got engaged. Obviously, he started dating Erica the same year that I got engaged, and life takes you in different directions.
Okay, wrong. Let's clarify the record. No, he started dating Erica Kirk before Candace got engaged. Is word on the street, allegedly. I'm gonna find that clip. Let's keep going. Oh my lord, this is terrible.
And I could see the pull of Turning Point, what they wanted to build Turning Point into after the Kanye tweet, and I was against it. You know, I
So did you tell Charlie this? I know they unfollowed each other.
there was a lot of misconception regarding why I moved away from being the communications director. The reality is I didn't like Stacey Sheridan. I thought that she was money hungry. I expressed that to Charlie, and I felt that.
So why didn't you express all of that publicly before Charlie's death? That would be my first question.
The people that they were suddenly hiring were obsessed with money and power. And when Charlie got into it, it was truly for love of country, but people forget he was young. He was really young. You start an organization when you're 18, and to be in your early 20s, especially for men, like, you know, it is true. Men mature later than women do. So
you don't want to know what I was doing at 18.
So that was a dig on you men. She's saying that even if we're the same age, y'all mature slower. And the Hodges twins let her get that in. Weak. Let's keep going. This is interesting.
That was horrible. Yeah, that's amazing.
So it becomes very, I think, tantalizing. People are pulling you different directions, and if you do this, you could be president, you could do that, and you can get mixed in very easily with the wrong people. And politics is a pit of snakes. It's actually hard not to end up with the wrong people. And I count myself.
Yeah. So is it on social media too?
Among the naive, by the way, I was working for Daily Wire. I mean, that seems crazy to me, and that was just a few years ago. Yeah, it is. You know, there's an innocence to being young. There's a naivety to being young. It's so ridiculous when people pretend Charlie couldn't have made any mistakes in terms of who he selected as his lieutenants. Clearly he did. He did.
Yeah. Do you think, like, I think Charlie was a great guy from what I've seen and when I met him. But do you think, like, in an organization like that, do you think over time you'll be manipulated by money and just trying to keep the organization going? You'll sacrifice.
Whoa. Hold on. Hold on. So now they're trying to say that, and the Hodge twins are saying Charlie was corrupted. So is that what Candace Owens is saying? Are you saying that Charlie was corrupt now? Is that what you're saying? I need clarification on that. You're saying you're trying to solve his murder. At the same time, you're saying he was corrupt. He gave in to money. I'm not sure what you're saying. But then she says, no, it was the people around him. This is bad, guys. This is really bad.
Fight your integrity here just a little bit because the money is there and you need is to keep this bigger picture open, to keep this organization going.
Yeah, I think that happens naturally. I mean, look, we're human, right?
Look at Candace. Yep.
And there are, of course, going to be all of these pitfalls. We all have vices, and I just remember.
What are your
I don't
vices,
think I've ever showed
Candace?
it, but Charlie was he used to like draw out these little charts of his goals. He was very into writing his goals down. We used to write our goals down, and they were usually metrics, like numerical metrics. Like, by the end of this year, I want to have 10,000 Instagram followers, or 20,000 Twitter followers, like those sorts of things. Sort of envision these things. But there was no question that it would show, this is how much I want to raise financially. This is
So I thought it was about the message. Not about Twitter following. She would have you believe that she and Charlie were in constant contact, that she dressed Charlie for his dates, that now he could have been fallen into the trap of allowing himself to succumb to money. But I mean, what is she saying? She's not saying anything positive about him. Oh, but I want to solve his murder. Mm-mm-mm. You're murdering him all over again. God, is this ever going to end? I don't think it will.
Using this metric of success as where my finances are at, which is not, totally wrong. If I did set down a chart and said, I want to make sure that I have $50,000 in the bank by the time I'm 40, whatever it is, that's, but then when you have the wrong people around you and they're telling you like, oh, this is the person you need to meet, this is the person you need to be, and you're ignoring the morality of that person or how that person became rich. I mean, Miriam Adelson, what is the Adelson legacy? It's gambling. It's pharmaceuticals. Then you can get yourself into trouble pretty quickly.
Yeah. So it sounds like y'all had different visions for Turning Point. Y'all started to go at separate ways. You met your husband, he met his wife, and then
No, he met his wife, then she met her husband. Let's not get it twisted.
Over time, seems like Charlie started to miss your input, and he probably started to determine.
Who writes this shit? Okay, Charlie started to miss your input. What? Give me some proof of this.
And he met his wife, and then over time, seems like Charlie started to miss your input, and he probably started to determine that, hey, maybe this is not the course I want to take. Turning Point. Did he make that confession to you?
We never stopped touring together. I stopped being communications directors, but then we just went on tour. And so we never fell out of communication. We always spoke. We were speaking a lot about faith towards the last year, I would say, 2024, 2025, last 2 years, speaking about faith, because I would say that the Zionist question was coming up. So that was definitely catalyzing that discussion. And obviously what he saw that was done to me. He knew who I was. He didn't like what happened. He didn't like what Daily Wire had done to me. He was very clear and vocal in his support for me. So it led to the political questions, led to philosophical questions. The philosophical questions led to spiritual questions. And so for sure, Charlie was changing. There's no question that Charlie was changing, and he was considering Catholicism, which would have been a major upset to his evangelical donor base. More importantly, an upset to his Zionist donor base. And
she just said he was considering Catholicism, which would have severely upset his donor base. Okay, that's a lie, Candace.
We obviously showed the squeeze that he was going through toward the end, trying to maintain friendships with Tucker. And he was done in the end. I mean, on September 9th, the day before he died, he was texting people saying, I want Candace back at AmFest, because he had allowed Zionists to peer pressure him.
So let's clarify, Candace. Gosh, I really do feel bad for you for actually believing that. No, he used your name as a pundit to piss somebody off. He's like, well, I might invite Candace. What do you think about that? So whatever, you were just a pundit. She barely toured. I agree. Hey, you should talk to the people in Australia, right? I know some people that have said they are still trying to get refunded, and her organization refuses to refund them, and she won't even pay for the appeal. Look, if somebody says they don't want me in their house, I'm not going to go through the judicial system to try to barge into their house. It's the same with the country. Damn, Candace. Who do you and what do you represent? Let me pin this comment. Let's see. She barely toured. He wrote, I know, right? He wrote, and she won't read his books. Like, she has this book club, and Cinema Shogun said that for the past 2 episodes, she brought up the book but couldn't remember the title, that she's doing a book club on. Make this make sense to me. Let's keep going. I'm going to download this. He did write, you guys, and we have his book. And like I said, Sammy, I'm getting this book to you, girl. I just got to do the review as soon as I get it laid down. But I'm sending you other stuff. And if I send all this stuff at one time, it's going to be horrible for the shipping. Let's get through this damn live, man. We got to get through it. And I'm just going to have to play it on fast speed. You guys, thank you so much for the comments you are giving. This is amazing. You guys keep them coming. I appreciate you. And we will pin them as they come through. Lisa's coming, the stupid ass dogs.
Into not inviting me because I was going through my Daily Wire thing.
Some of the
they take over money, they make the demands. He was done with it. He expressed that to people. Said, I don't care about the money anymore. So for him to make that declaration on the 9th and then to be done on the 10th, I suppose that's BB's fortune. He's just fortunate that way, or something, that he was asserting that he was done with Israel, and then the next thing you know, he was gone, and Israel was trying to control his legacy and to pretend that period of transition wasn't happening, and it was. And obviously that's why it was really important for me to get out the truth.
Right.
It was important for her to tell
everyone
the
noticed the
truth.
left and the right, how Erica was grieving. Like at his funeral, when she came out to those pyrotechnics and the way she was dressed, I was really I bit my tongue. I thought it was weird, but
You are disgusting. You are disgusting. So now they're going all in on Erica's dress that she wore for AM Fest. They're talking shit about her beautiful glittery black outfit.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you right now. I'm totally not kidding. It's going to catch up with you in just a second, but I'm totally not
everybody
kidding
breathes
you.
differently, and I fed in those pyrotechnics.
No, you're good. I'm going to slow it down so we can hear what these fools are saying. These fools, man. She looks beautiful, you guys. What's wrong with that? And she probably thought to herself, Charlie would love this outfit on me, man. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to honor my husband. I'm going to keep a strong face for my kids, man. Oh, shit. I'm so sorry. No, I meant
You
to.
don't have an ashtray?
No, I got a stand
that
right
one.
there. No, use the stand.
It's fine.
I'm going to show you how to use the stand.
I'm going to show you how to.
Girl, let me do
The way
what
she
I
was dressed,
do.
I
what
was
do.
really.
Mountain Dew.
I bit my tongue. I thought it was weird, but everybody grieves differently, and I fed into that. Everybody grieves differently. I don't think anybody grieves like that.
It's one of these things, these like psychological tricks, that they always argue in the extremities, right? So it's like everybody, when they're growing up, like, you know, you're a girl or you're a boy when you're born, right? And then they'll be like, but what about this percentage of people that are actually born and they're hermaphrodite? That therefore means that, you know, gender dysphoria is real because this could have happened. And you're like, oh, please stop arguing.
Okay, y'all help me in the comment section. What is she talking about? So she went from Erica, how she should grieve properly or improperly. Then she navigated to trans dressing. And what is she talking about? If you guys know, let me know. I got to fix my screen. It's ticking me off because I can't get the right layout. Come on, give it to me. Here we go. Bam. There we go. All right, let's push play and get through this shit.
The extremes, like you are not an exception. There is this whole realm of rules, and let's stop arguing with the exceptions. Okay.
Right.
Personally, the only exception that I have seen to the rule of grieving in this manner with the pyrotechnics and the glitter and the laughter is Erica. Now, I've seen other ways of grieving, as in people who you know, don't want to be seen for a while, or people who drink. You know, there's all of these other ways that people grieve, people who get into drugs, whatever
What
it is.
she saying?
But generally, we recognize as humans what is within the realm of normal grieving. And this.
No. So she went, how many things did she list off right there? And I will tell you guys, I made my mother laugh the day my father died. The day my father died, he died in my arms. I made my mother laugh. I made her laugh. She's gone from this earthly realm too. I lost her last year. I agree with you. Her fan base is dumb. They can't see the jealousy on her face and animosity in her voice. That is so true. She can wear whatever she damn well pleases, and I agree with you on that as well. You guys, let's let them continue on. And I'm so upset about what they're doing. It's so wrong. It's so egregious. It's so disgusting. I'm trying to get my stupid ass layout. It's pissing me off. Here we go. Got it. Oh, God.
This was the first time I've seen it done in this way, especially when you add into the fact that this was a public execution and the entire world had a normal spiritual.
Let's keep in fact when she talks about this public execution, how many times on her podcast that she has made sure that she shows everyone the footage over and over again of Charlie's actual assassination, and then she plays footage of some lackey YouTuber that claims that they are a firearms specialist, and they show a gelatinous head, which is supposed to be Charlie, and they reenact it with that over and over again. She is beyond. What's a lie? I'm not sure what a lie is. They are getting money from the Muslim Brotherhood. I don't know who the Muslim Brotherhood is, but they're getting. I mean, like I said, I haven't seen their Jeep giveaway yet. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. But let's keep
response to that, as we discussed earlier, we would therefore expect, since people who did not know Charlie could not get out of bed, that you would perhaps expect that of his wife. And then
Wait, people that did not know Charlie could not get out of bed. So, what a good queen does when they lose their king, they have to get out of bed and rule their kingdom. They have to rule. When you become man and wife, you get married under God, you are one. So, Charlie wouldn't have taken anything from Erica nor the other way around. So, Candace Owens would have you believe that she's a mistress of some sorts. I mean, what does she have? No honor. She has no honor. Cantifa alert. Thank you, Tracy. I love that terminology. Cantifa alert. Let's keep going, guys.
If
We
you
gotta get
remove
through
that
this
part,
shit.
if you remove the CEO, maybe okay, some people want to throw themselves
Speeding
into
her
work.
up again.
It certainly helps me to get back to.
It helps me. It helps me. What about Turning Point USA? What about helping Charlie's children? Everything is I, me.
Some sense of normalcy. Not in that regard of wanting to become the CEO and the chairman of a company. But even if you removed all of that, I think the part that no one can make an excuse for is not.
So there's a lag on YouTube. The one that accused me of lying, Jama Caesar, whatever your name is. What you are saying right now is a lie. So I'm going to need you to be more specific than that. And I will address, and then you're accusing me of lying. So you're the accuser. So the burden of proof is absolutely on you to prove that I'm lying. Say what I'm lying about. And then you have to prove your case that what I'm saying is a lie. Let's get to these other comments, you guys. If you're going to comment, I'm going to pin them. All right, where was Candace on 910? I have always said if anyone, she has probably cause of deleting Charlie. She was jealous and scammed. And so I'm going to give you my theory. I'm going to give you my theory now. And this is all allegedly. No, I have to wait till I get my allegedly thing. So let's get back to this. I keep saying I'm going to do it. I keep lying like Candace Owens. She lie like a rug. Oh, thank you.
You like that?
I do, but I can't see myself. I'm messed up. Oh, shit. Oh, here we go, guys. Okay, let me play this uninterrupted for a little bit.
Instantly worrying about the safety of your kids.
Right.
If you just watch your husband be assassinated and you realize my kids only have one parent left, and I don't know how this happened, your natural instinct is to not leave your children's side.
Right.
So your natural instinct is, as followers of the way of Jesus Christ, we do not fear monger. Please let that stupid ass out.
Great
And
point.
so I think that to me was the loudest part. You have your pyrotechnics. You say you want to be the CEO, but
Y'all, the dogs just knocked over the baby gate in front of the door. I'm working on getting my new studio door. The dogs are going crazy. Sorry about that. If you can hear it, let's keep going.
To be present and at the office every day, days later, that doesn't track.
Right. Yeah. You released a voicemail of Erica talking to, I forget who she was talking to, but she was sharing some of the financials over the funeral of Charlie and how much money they made. It sounds.
Yeah. So, Jama Caesar, thank you for tuning in. Yes, I will put together a video package of her doing that over and over again because I actually do watch her content. She has done it on several of her episodes, and I will show you that footage. I'll put it together just for you and I'll highlight all your comments. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much. On that point, I refute, and I welcome your refute, and I even welcome you on here. I'll send you a link. We can come on. I'll show you the footage, and then you can tell me how much of a liar I am. The twins sold out. Yeah, no, I think they've always been sellouts, you guys. Oh, it's disappointing. Let's keep
It's
going.
like she was gloating about the money, and she didn't really care about. I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to offend anybody. It's just like you was happy about the money. And
so let me say it again. If you're gonna have a podcast and you're gonna, I'm gonna get information and truth out there. You say too many I don't knows. You self-edit too much. Stop self-editing. That was low and disgusting what she did with Erica speaking. I couldn't agree with you more. And laugh out loud. I don't know what you're laughing out loud about, but tell me and maybe I'll laugh out loud with you, Mr. Caesar. Thank you for your comments. And I'm loving the fact that Mr. Caesar is staying. I truly am grateful for that. I welcome any and all feedback. I don't believe in blocking people, any of that. I feel like everyone should have a voice, and I definitely do not believe in hate speech. So this is a safe space. You can say whatever you want. Now, if you start throwing out vulgar stuff like that, trying to mess with my YouTube channel, we're gonna have to kick you from the room. Other than that, you're welcome to say whatever you want to. All right. So Tracy, that was low and disgusting what she did with Erica speaking. I could not agree more. All right, let's keep going. And I do have them sped up to 1.25 times speed.
how good it went, and your husband's past it's like you almost forgot about your husband because it was a financial success.
Oh,
So
my God, these are so
just
low,
to tell you how I experienced
motherfuckers.
that call. I was spiritually disturbed by it. That's the truth. And everyone was. Didn't need to contextualize the call. The call was, this is 11 days, not even 2 weeks after your husband's been assassinated. You are referring to the memorial as the event of the century and discussing how much money
We're going to let her go through this, but then we're going to go to Milk Bar TV, Nathan Livingstone. We're going to go to his YouTube channel. I'm going to show you side by side the dates, the lies that she's told side by side. So, Mr. Caesar, I pray that you stay tuned for this and then accuse us of lying again. Who's the real liar here? Let's go. I'm going to pull it
made
up.
off of selling t-shirts and hats. And then it almost felt like it was obligatory for her to then realize, like, oh, I should say something about Charlie. It's like, oh, Charlie's dancing in heaven. He's like, get to work. And then, he's up there and he's like, more hats. I feel like if he's up there, he's probably like, please figure out what happened to me. Because they're lying to you, obviously, if we're doing that. So that contrast and sort of what I really felt from it was emotional manipulation. They were manipulating people to
Who's
think that it
manipulating
was
who? Stop this madness, woman.
almost like divine, that they're a part of this turning point family. And we've experienced this together. And the best way that we can cope with this tragedy is to work harder and to work longer days and weekends and 20 hours, because that's what Charlie would want. Like, that's what makes Charlie dance in heaven. It made me.
Okay. So let's go over to Milk Bar TV, Mr. Nathan Livingstone, right? I think you guys are going to be really interested to see this. Can you shut that door, please? The dogs are going crazy. I'm sorry. Oh, Rosie's here.
I know.
I'm so sorry. Oh, she's in here. I'm so sorry. I'm a terrible mother.
Don't say that. You're not.
Okay, so wait, what was I going to? Milk Bar TV, shit. Okay, so you guys, on Milk Bar TV, we're gonna go and I'm gonna show you some videos of Candace Owens side by side when she's talking about the amount of time someone should take to grieve, all of that. Let's see, don't say that. What is it you don't want me to say, Mr. Caesar? Let me remind you, there's like a 12-second delay. So whatever you're commenting on, if you're hearing me talking, there's a delay. So could you be more specific in the comment section and I will address it. Let's get to Milk Bar TV. Candace Owens has polarized and monetized. Okay, let's look at this one, right? Let's look at this one. And you guys, the whole reason I play this, I'll put the link.
Flat earther. I'm not a round earther. Actually, what I am is I am somebody who has left the cult of science. Dinosaurs, that seems pretty fake and gay. What on earth? You are like, okay, so they're just roaming the planet. Because what I have now realized is that.
Hold on, this isn't the right one. I want to get the right one for you guys. I'll stop if Erica Kirk tells me to stop. Charlie Kirk warned me just how much of Candace Owens' dreams a tribute to the gay fest. Hold on, where is it? Things are falling apart. The many times Candace Owens has claimed her life is in danger. Man, I wish I would have been more prepared. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was going to play this, but I really did. Candace Owens implicate Erica? Let's watch her walking back her most inflammatory statements. We'll watch some of it. And I'll try to find that other video, you guys. Please forgive me for not being able to find it. Hold on, Mr. Caesar. I'll get back to your comment. Let's keep going. And then we'll finish.
What about his burial? How come we haven't seen anything about his burial? We saw so much and then we saw nothing. And the reason that's like a big hush-hush secret is because Charlie had a Catholic funeral mass and he is buried in a Catholic cemetery.
But pre the meeting with Erica, you repeatedly questioned why we weren't being told where Charlie Kirk is buried, or even if he has been buried yet. Did you get those answers?
You have the wrong commentator who questioned that. I think that was Milo Yiannopoulos.
You've never questioned, you've never asked where Charlie's buried?
Nope. Yeah, but if this were on the left and somebody were accusing Charlie Kirk of his wife having murdered him, I assume that you would be talking about it.
Is that what Candace is accusing Erica of?
Yes.
Of murdering her own husband?
She's accusing TPUSA insiders and other members of the right wing.
Is that what Candace is doing? I had no idea.
Including Seth Dillon, of being involved in the murder of Charlie Kirk. Yes.
It's just, I don't even know how to respond to it because it just never happened. Realizing that nothing in Charlie's life was real. It's just something that keeps me up at night. Just nothing in his life was real. The assassination of Charlie Kirk was something akin to a regicide, right? The assassination of a king to install a new ruler.
Okay, you watch too much TV, Candace Owens.
It's so crazy.
She has accused us of lying about Charlie wanting Erica to take over for him if he died.
Never happened. And it just so happened that Charlie Kirk kept notebooks and diaries. He was so diligent that he wrote down his succession plan featuring who he wanted.
So yeah, that's called a last will and testament, a power of attorney, stuff like that. So let's go back to the Hodge Twins and let's keep watching them. Oh my God. I might plug in my other camera, you guys. I still got to get a connector to figure out how to connect things so that my laptop doesn't die during a live stream.
Feel disgusted to listen to it, if I'm being frank.
Right.
As
if I'm being frank.
Even if you didn't know Charlie, that was the general feeling.
Yeah,
what do you mean if you're being frank? You should always be frank and earnest at every turn. Why do you self-edit so much? That's just my first question.
Except for the
Screw
media.
the hat, screw
How
the
many
hat.
questions?
Yeah, screw the hat, screw the money. I'd rather have my husband. That's
right.
I'm like, why are you even saying these things?
I was even expecting like, okay, if you're going to say like, if that's me and I'm like, I'm going to get to work. And for me, I then got obsessed because at first I couldn't watch the clip. My husband didn't let me watch it. So I saw the clip from afar of him getting shot, but I did not see the clip of him up close. And I'm glad he didn't let me watch that because I wasn't, I couldn't have dealt with that. It was a lot. Then I watched it obsessively and I watched every single angle and I organized, this angle from the side, left. And so my work was dedicated to trying to figure out what happened that day. Who was there? What names the people? Even if she had jumped on that call, the one that was 5 days later before the event and said, here's what we're going to do. Like the events team, I want a list of every person that was there. I want, this, I want that. I want to know every single minute.
May I just remind everyone, I'm going to mute her out for a second because I'm sure she's going to say something. So you guys, Erica Kirk, that's her organization. It was hers and Charlie's. She did not work for Turning Point USA. She wants to see those journals. She does. Just randomly found you. I'm a little behind, but the comments about, to be honest, always throws up red flags for me. To be honest means lies are incoming. I could not agree with you more. Thank you so much. Is that LaShasta Fox? That's a great name, LaShasta Fox. So thanks for tuning in. So yeah, she's on the Hodge Twins, purporting the same stuff she has been on her podcast.
All the things she's going to miss about her daughter, things that we didn't know about Kobe. Like we were invited into that because we knew him as a basketball player, but this was her husband. And she spoke about what it was like not knowing that she wasn't going to be there when Gianna got married. And I say to people, you should challenge yourself to go watch Vanessa's speech and then compare it to Erica's memorial speech. And you will see what is missing here.
Right. Yeah.
So why are you comparing them again? And is it like comparing apples and oranges? I don't know who she's talking about. If you guys know who she's referring to, please let me know in the comment section.
Right. It doesn't seem real.
You don't seem real.
But the way you explained yourself, and like I just wanted to show the human side of you because I see the attacks people make trying to make on you. It's like you genuinely want to find out who killed your best friend. That's the vibe I get. And from what I see from the people on the right, I mean, I'm not even call them on the right. I would say Zionist. Israel first.
Stop it.
But I think it's if you were getting 10,000 views and wasn't making any money while you were doing it, I don't think they would have a problem. I think they're pretty much pissed off at your success. Yeah, but you were having a lot of great success before this Charlie Kirk incident happened. Right.
Yeah, that was, they have nothing to judge me on, and that's what they're really upset with.
Does anyone feel like this is like a huge glaze fest from these guys? Kobe effing Bryant. This was a good comparison, though. Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with that, Mr. Caesar. I will try to get Kobe Bryant's wife, Kobe's wife. You guys, thank you. You are amazing. I know, right? You guys, thank you for helping me out here in the comment section. That totally means a lot. So let's keep going.
These are the people that actually tried to grift off of his death. They sold T-shirts, they sold hats. I mean, Turning Point USA made $250 million in a couple of months. So it's just stunning that Erica sits up on Fox News and she says to people that are making tens and thousands of dollars on YouTube, okay, $250 million grift. Like, are you kidding?
They are salivating over her every word. I think they need to get a napkin and wipe their mouths. I could not agree with you more. Let's keep going. Oh, Lord.
In a couple of months, like that's just wild to me because they were referring to YouTubers even that were speaking about like the ballistic ones that were going viral. She's like, do you understand how much money they're making? I'm like, yeah, no, actually, do you understand how much money they're making? Because it's a drop in the bucket compared to what Turning Point USA has made. Like they're trying to make it seem like everybody on YouTube now went from making $0 to hundreds of thousands of dollars or something like that, which couldn't be further from the truth. Our podcast was already top 10 globally.
So let's talk about that. There have been a lot of great content creators that actually break down the numbers of what she makes, right? If she were transparent, show her books. And then let's talk about her crowdfunded security stuff, her merch, all of that. And every time her numbers go up with super chats, super stickers, and all of that, she absolutely makes money. And people have done an analytical or an analysis of her channel for when she speaks on certain topics. So right now, Charlie Kirk's assassination and the narrative that she's spinning has been very lucrative for her. So let's get to these comments real quick, you guys. This is mainly about you guys. And she is just all glazed up. These are the interviews she loves doing because it's all about her. I could not agree with you more, Carolina Rod, 1983. I hear you. So Tracy Benna 4150 says the difference is TPUSA is an entire organization. Candace is lying. She has made millions. And I could not agree with you more. And all you have to do is really go to Penguin Zero, Charlie, that live streamer, and he shared his YouTube earnings. He turned off his super chats and super stickers. And I am monetized for super chats and super stickers. I could be running the super chats and super stickers right now. I've just chosen not to turn them on because I want to make sure that if I do turn them on, and it does cost money to do this, make no mistake, it costs money. But right now I have a bigger plan and I want to share it with y'all. And, when it's time to do that, we will. I'm going for the full ad monetization first and we'll see what happens. Let's see. America's one and only true religion is capitalism. How can anyone begrudge getting money? I don't begrudge her for making money. I will say that. I will tell you that, Mr. Caesar. I do know, I think you're correct me. I don't think you're wrong about the capitalism thing. It's what do we honor, right? Does she care about truth and all of that? Are you believing what she's saying? And in order for us to break it all apart, there's a lot of stuff that she's kind of thrown at everybody, which I think is the point, and to try to keep people confused. And then you get content creators like the Hodge Twins who try to perpetuate to their viewers that they were good buddies with Charlie. Candace Owens was best friends. Well, when you're married, you should be best friends with no one. No one. Let me let you see my full face when I say this. You should be best friends with no one but your spouse. Okay? But your spouse. So, Mr. Caesar, you're not completely wrong in what you're saying. I can't disagree with you. And I don't see wrong with it. It's just, what are we, do we care about other people? Do we care about how we earn our money? I really don't think it's about money for her. I agree. I think she was truly obsessed with Charlie and she loathes Erica because he chose her. I agree. I couldn't agree more. She has never left that chair in her investigation. I know, right? Or she just switches sides of the room. We go from behind the desk to in the two chairs with somebody doing the limbo under a microphone. That was the weirdest thing I saw, y'all. All right, let's get back to this. Oh, Lord.
Right. Don't forget, this is part of why Brigitte is suing me, because she's saying that my podcast was successful only because I found out that
truth.
Like, it can't be everyone to keep saying this. When I did the Kamala Chronicles and we were top 3 globally at the end of last year, they were like, oh, it's only because of the election. And then when the Blake Lively series went viral and Blake Lively's people issued a statement, it was like, oh, it's only because of Blake Lively. It's like, calm down. Like, calm down, narcissists. It's because I'm dedicated to investigating things I'm passionate about.
Hold on. She called us narcissists. She investigates things that she's passionate about.
And you could not have stumbled upon something that I am going to be more passionate about than finding out what happened to Charlie, because, and I explained this to my husband, it felt like there was a part of my political life, like a political innocence that died with Charlie.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's why I go back to this, looking back at these texts of oh my God, oh, Charlie, Don Jr. just followed me. Eric to take over for the organization in the event of his untimely death. Like, he just, in the third notebook, he was like, oh, and if I accidentally get shot on campus, here's what you should do. Call Erica. And then after you call Erica, come find this notebook. And if during this process of our imagination, common sense comes on and we're like, oh, but wait, Charlie, wasn't he like a boy genius? He's a pretty bright kid. Wouldn't he have maybe formalized that succession plan outside of like a diary? But no, he wanted to put it in these notebooks. And then the plan was to guilt us, I think, to try to haunt us with the ghost of Charlie's notebooks that we're never going to be allowed to read, but we're supposed to accept that they most definitely
We'll put it up later.
read. Like, for sure. Never happened. I knew it was big. I didn't have the players. I certainly didn't suspect Turning Point USA would be, as I believe, involved in a cover-up. And we can talk about what the motives are of that. They could be financial motives. It doesn't necessarily mean they were involved in plotting to kill him. And I've never said that. Cam Higbee is on the payroll of Turning Point USA beginning in August of this year. So in theory, Cam Higbee, who was laughing off the idea of an assassination attempt, is being
Echoes from above. What's up, man? Yes, let me put it back up here. Thank you for pulling through, dude. She did. I think it was a pre-record though. She's on here with the Hodge Twins, so we're just listening to what she's saying. Thank you so much, you guys. This is Echoes from Above. You guys, he's on YouTube. He's on the X platform, formerly known as Twitter. Thank you so much for pulling through. You guys go check out his content. And thank you for supporting, man. This is so cool. So, he said, so I'm trying to catch up on the comments, y'all. So, let's see. It takes one to know one, Candace. She's the true narcissist. Yeah, it's kind of looking that way. Why do you feel personally attacked? Who, me? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Caesar. I don't feel attacked. She is a malignant narcissist therapist. Have been watching her closely. Yeah, I've seen a couple on the... Thanks for the shout out, man. Thanks for pulling through that. Thank you. So, and then we have Caesar said she didn't start off going at the wife. It felt more like the natural progression after lies started getting exposed. She's married to what? A billionaire. They're like 4 kids in right loyalty. Okay, so let's break that down. That's kind of a lot thrown at me at one time. I'd be happy to pick all of that apart with you. I have questions of my own. So, she didn't start off going at the wife. It felt more like the natural progression. I don't understand that statement. You're going to have to be a little more specific on that. Going down to attacking the outfit she wore and stuff like that. And I have been petty with Candace Owens and talked about her grainy looking sweater and stuff. And that was pettyology, right? Candace Owens isn't a grieving widow. And this doesn't excuse my behavior. I'm just saying, when she mentioned narcissist. Oh, okay. No worries. And thank you guys for understanding that there's a little bit of a lag. So if it seems like I don't understand your question, it is because StreamYard has a lag and I should have a monitor up so maybe I could see it better. But I'm new at this. You guys are only 2 years old. So let's continue on or we'll never get through this live stream. You guys, I want to remind you to check out Joe Lanou on the grand jury. He's got a great community on the X platform called Night Court. And I have been invited to be a juror on this. And this is where we watch police body cam footage. And we have to decide if what the officer did was, reasonable or unreasonable. So you guys, please go check this guy out. He's great. He does a lot of spaces on the X platform. He's all over the place and he's really amazing. So I really look forward to tonight. All right, without further ado, let's get through this, guys. I'm believing that I should have not stopped it so much.
Trump just followed me on Instagram.
Right.
Oh my gosh,
Right,
this is
yeah.
amazing. Like, in the future, we might be invited to speak on CPAC stage. Like, oh, we sound like kids. And
Right,
because we were, in a way, we were political kids and we didn't understand how deep and how evil and, I guess how dangerous politics could
Come
become.
on, stop
And
it.
so I had to mourn that too. Like this was recognition that this actually happened and the people who should be protecting Charlie and who he gave his life to are silent.
Mhm.
So yeah, you stumbled upon, you already knew I liked to investigate evil. And then you committed an act of evil that was personal to me. So surprise, I'm here.
How does it feel, Candace, being you was at one point number one and you fluctuating between 1 and 10, top 10 globally in podcasts? How does it feel to, after what happened at Daily Wire when they gave you a show and said it was uncancelable, and then you started to make criticisms that they didn't like, and then they canceled you essentially? I mean, how does that feel? Yeah, because that had to have been scary.
Feels amazing.
Yeah,
it gets into this. I mean, it's almost biblical, right? It's like Satan will always tempt you with money, and it is.
Okay, look, y'all, I get what she's saying. I do. Can I just say that I don't even know what to say at this point, you guys. This is so disheartening to watch. I want her. Listen, I will say it again. I was her number one fan. What started turning me off was these series I would, spend my time hours watching out, so many hours a week. I followed her on every platform. I signed up for everything. And then it just seemed like all of a sudden I started noticing my comments in the comment section being deleted when I would ask questions. I can't prove it, so I never really talked about it. I mean, it's just, to me, the whole thing is crazy. And she absolutely is, profiting off of this. And for her to deny the fact that when her numbers are better, that it has to do with what she's talking about, we have to call a spade a spade. She can't always try to shine herself in the most positive light when it's not the truth, right? Just be who you are. Be who you are. Let's let her continue on.
It's instantly gratifying to say, I can give you millions of dollars, but you have to be immoral, or you have to shut up on immorality. And the majority of people are willing to make that deal because it's in your face and the money is being offered to you and it's guaranteed, versus the unknown. The unknown is scary. Like, not knowing something is scary. And like I said, it goes back to the idea of the forbidden fruit of knowledge, right? You know this, and so you're tempted by it and you're going to bite into it, versus like, I'm going to be ignorant here, but trust.
And I can't completely disagree with you. Echoes from Above said, yeah, she's definitely lost a lot of fans over this Charlie Kirk stuff. She did a good job pointing out some stuff, but overall, I'd say it's been more so of a negative. I mean, there's no denying that. I mean, if someone just says, hey, yeah, I made this money off of it, Charlie wouldn't have been mad at me. I mean, I think when we go in on certain things, and I'll say it again, this is just my opinion, right? This is how we talk about things. So then I used to love the Hodge Twins, but now they are nothing but internet grifters. And I'll say it again, I feel like if you have to give away a Jeep or a camper or the allure of that and create that FOMO just to get people to watch your show, would they be as successful if they didn't have these giveaways? I don't know. I mean, we used to follow them and all of that. So Tracy said, but Candace despises the word of God. She told John Amachukwas, hold on, I'm trying to keep up, you guys. She told John Amachukwas' wife's friend that Bible-believing Christians are frauds. And I've heard her bring up other stuff about the Bible, like a Schofield Bible. And you guys, please join us. Please join us, because we do read the Bible chronologically. We enjoy reading it, and we do it from 3 translations. Echoes from Above. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of Erica, but Candace has made the worst business decision ever going after her. I agree with you. I think if she would have presented it in a different way, instead of going all in on personal things and really just presented her case without bringing all the other stuff into it, then maybe her credibility wouldn't be shattered. Would have been better off not doing it, because to be honest, she hasn't really accomplished anything. I know I keep saying the same thing, man. I agree with you. We agree. Echoes from Above. We agree. So let's see. Lashasta Fox 3739 echoes. It's because she has gone off the rails. She has unfortunately gained followers too, and that's not a lie either. That's true too. Okay, let's keep going, guys. Again, I have the grand jury tonight, so I hope you guys tune in for that. Joe's a great guy, and there's a lot of great people.
Trust God, and I felt that came to me on the topic of Gaza. And it wasn't just like they fired me. They tried to ruin my life. I mean, they were behind pressuring Turning Point not to have me speak. So Charlie and I were discussing that, what was going on behind the scenes. That was very much them. The Zionist lobby getting canceled from touring. They didn't even want me to be able to make an income outside of podcasting. They got my YouTube demonetized. They organized a campaign to mass report my YouTube right when I was starting it. And we dealt with every blow.
Okay, so I'm going to call truth. And Echoes, I hope you're listening to this. That is the truth. She is telling the truth. People did try to have campaigns against her. And I saw it on the X platform. And I told people I refuse to be a part of that. You know, Candace Owens, I don't agree with what she's doing or her technique. I do not believe in these group mass efforts of trying to block someone. And I know Echoes from above, we feel the same way about this because I've heard you talk about it on your show too. That's wrong. That's wrong. People should be able to make their own opinions as to whether they want to follow somebody, subscribe to them. So this mass thing of trying to take someone down. Now, do I think it was a concerted governmental effort? No, I think that's a little much of a reach to make those claims, and especially when you really can't back them up. But what she's saying is not a lie. There were people on the X platform trying to encourage other people to mass block her, and her own followers did the same thing. They do the same thing. Now, I've never heard Candace try to encourage anyone to mass block anyone. But anyway, so I got to call truth where it is. So she is telling the truth on that one. Let's keep going.
It's just like one day at a time. And so when we were, which was pretty instantly at the end of Q4 of 2024, like instantly in the top 3 podcasts in the US and then top 10 globally by, I think, July of last year, it felt amazing. And I said, you know, we should really just take time to reflect and that we survived this, and we survived it by doing the right thing. And I want people to know that there's insecurity and not knowing what's on the other side of things.
It can be. It can be so nasty. I will not get into that nastiness, man.
There, I felt it. It is scary. It kind of feels like a rug is being pulled from under your feet. But you can choose to do deals with Satan, or you can trust God. And I would strongly recommend the latter.
Yeah, you think that's why Ben Shapiro was like infatuated with you?
Bro, he has every stand-up cup. I know he does. He's like, no one. He watches my show like this.
Sorry about the dogs. Give me a second. So when she's saying that, you guys, I'm sorry about the dogs. It gets kind of crazy around this time in my house. So look, when she says stuff like that, now I got to back it up because I got sidetracked on what she was saying. The dogs. Oh, they were talking about Ben Shapiro being obsessed with her. Some might say that she's obsessed with Erica, the way that she goes all in. So bring up both sides of it, Hodge Twins. So we already read that. So Gaza is what is called casualties of war. It's not a genocide. You know. So let's keep going.
Like a rug is being pulled from under your feet. But you can choose to do deals with Satan, or you can trust God. And I would strongly recommend the latter. Yeah.
You think that's why Ben Shapiro was like infatuated with you?
Bro, he has every stand-up cup. I know he does. He's like, no one. He watches my show like this.
Yeah, it seems like they're making a show dedicated to attack you. Yeah, that's nuts.
It's crazy. It's insane. It's like gang stalking.
Right.
But you know, I go back to what I said on my show the other day is like, you have to understand, like when you do deals with Satan.
Okay. So we heard her say that when you do deals with Satan. So let's look at the other side of this. So she's pointed out several innocent people, footage of innocent people that were at the university, Utah University that day. So she's telling people to, get these license plates, do this. I think that's a form of stalking, in my opinion. So, I mean, while she's claiming that people are just as obsessed with her, I mean, she's showing the same obsessive behavior. Actually, Ben never spoke about Candace until Candace went after TPUSA, and Erica, Ben didn't even want to discuss why she was fired. You know, and I agree with you. I think the way it seems to me, and I'll have to do a little more digging, that she and Charlie started, right? And then for whatever happened, that they started having different beliefs, whatever happened, we can only speculate that I believe he wanted to help her out. Like, you know, maybe he was mad about the finances and that she took the credit card, and she did openly state that. And so he was like, you know what? Let's see if we can find a place over at PragerU. Maybe he felt like things were uncovered. We don't know, right? And I don't care about speculating on stuff like that. All I would like is for her to, like, if you're going to present a case, present some real evidence. Quit putting it all over the place. But anyway, we got to get through this, guys. I know it went longer than what I hoped it would, but let's go.
He's not the creator. He is constantly trying to rebel against the creator, so he can't create. And so when these people get rid of people that are good and godly, Charlie, got rid of me because I said, yeah, I know you can't just mass murder kids. Genocide is always wrong, I think was notoriously what I said.
So no, I think the breakdown between what happened between Charlie and Candace Owens was when she talked about Hitler and nationalism. She tried to give a definition of nationalism. She used Hitler as an example, and it caused a lot of contention within the Jewish community and other communities, her statements. So then, they had to backpedal. She had to do a lot of, trying to backpedal with that. I'm sure it embarrassed Charlie Kirk and his organization. So that's my understanding of what happened. If you guys know something different, let me know. All right, let's keep going.
That started the whole thing, got the whole snowball rolling down the hill. But yeah, so what are they stuck with? Bringing back my old channels, like still trying to please, I can't create anything of value. Let me try to make fun of her. And they don't even do that well. Like their memes aren't funny because you just don't have the creative flow. That's what happens. So.
Yeah. Matt Walsh, Michael Knowles, I'm not sure how close you got to them while you were at the Daily Wire. Why do you think they're still with the Daily Wire and they're not on their own?
I've asked myself that question. What I can say is yes. I had great relationships, still do. Matt, Michael, Brett Cooper, who did get out of there, gratefully. And you never know what someone else's burden is. I mean, I know what I went through, and like I said, it wasn't easy. If I'm putting myself in Matt Walsh's shoes, like I said, it's a known. He's able to work from home. He has 6 kids. I think men carry different burdens than women do, and so I try not to read into it too much. But I do know that they are good people. And I've had a good experience with them. They never did anything wrong to me, ever. They never waded into the territory of doing anything wrong to me when I was going through all that stuff. So, I have enough enemies. I don't need to make any more. And I'm always praying for them. They're also...
Girl, can you give me the link to that? Are you on X, Tracy? Wherever you can give me the link. All my information is public. Email me, westvirginiawire@gmail.com. You guys, I do need to mention that we are going to be rebranding to West Virginia Whatever. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be weird. Just hang tight with us. We are working on getting our LLC, legally licensed company here in West Virginia. And we thought we were going to do West Virginia Wire, but someone got to it before we did. Even though it's a dormant brand, I've been hinting at doing whatever anyway, since we do a bunch of whatever. April Chapman, perfect. Thank you. I'm going to go over and subscribe to her. So April Chapman, I'll check her out. So you guys, let's continue on. Wow.
We're brothers and sisters in Christ as well. So you just have to, I pray for them all the time.
Right. It seemed like very good Christians, but Ben, he seems very vindictive.
So Ben is not Christian. Let's keep that in mind. Ben Shapiro is not a Christian. He's Jewish. Now, when we walk in the Christian faith, when we read, and please don't let someone else read your Bible for you, that Jesus was indeed Jewish. He honored the one Jewish God. And it's a whole thing. We can't even get into it right now. It's too much. But you guys, if you want to get into it, join us. Rusty and I are going to be picking back up Faithful Footsteps of the Old Testament Trail. We did include the non-canonical book of Enoch, so it is up on my YouTube channel, you guys. We started from Genesis 1:1, then we inserted Enoch. We read it all chronologically from 3 translations. We read from the New International Version, the NIV. The published date on that, 1966, the original published date. So then we also pull from what's known as the Ethiopian Bible. It is actually the Geneva Bible. Original published date, 1560. We read the 1599 version. And then we also pull in my favorite version, the King James Version. Published date on that original, 1611. So I do like to access the records that, were closer to the time of Jesus. And let's remember that the King James Version is translated from Greek, and the Geneva Ethiopian is translated from Sanhedrin. And if you guys don't know, the Sanhedrin Council is the one that convicted Jesus. So let's keep going. So we can't hold someone to Christian standards when that's not the belief that they walk in. So if Ben Shapiro is Jewish, he's not a Jew for Jesus. He is Jewish. I think he's an Orthodox Jew is how it's phrased. Correct me if I'm wrong. So let's keep going. I'm not sure what she's saying here.
Like you don't want to cross that man's path. Hey, I want to switch up a little bit. What do you think about that Alex Preddy shooting when they shot him 9 times in the back? Unarmed man.
It's funny. I was just doing this interview.
Okay, you guys, I am going to cover the Alex Peretti thing. I did cover the Renee Good. I did an in-depth. I took, commentary and viewpoints from several different content creators. A big go-to for me, two of them, Nate the Lawyer, and I do like the body language guy, Jesus Enriquez Rosas. You can find him on the X platform and here on YouTube. All right, let's keep going. Oh, dear.
Speaking about that over on a Russian show. And I would like more time to process that because first and foremost, if you had asked me this question back in 2016, when I actually thought that our government, Trump's going to take over, it's going to be about law and order, and it's going to be so great because we're going to have troops go after all these criminals, I probably would have been like, yeah, you can't do this to, like, I don't know who's controlling our military. I'm still stuck at who killed Charlie Kirk, and there's a lot.
Thank you, LaShasta Fox. I pronounced it correctly. I love that name, by the way. Okay, let's keep going.
A lot of military implications.
Right.
So you can't expect me to root on a government body. Like when he's like, oh, I'm going to in DC, he deployed, I'm saying NATO in my brain, the National Guard in DC. And I was going, I don't like this because Israel's controlling Trump. So that means they're at the helm of our military. And so that's kind of the exercise I'm constantly going through in my head when these things happen. Like, of course.
Hold on a second. Please make this make sense to me. How does Israel have anything to do with Trump deploying the National Guard for sanctuary cities that can't support these immigrants that are not legal, coming through, breaking laws, committing crimes? They can't afford it, and they're still trying to house them. Then they call in the National Guard, right, to help them with this. What does Israel have anything to do with that? Is she in support? I bet she is not in support of the SAVE Act. What exactly is she saying? Israel is controlling Trump. Classic. I know, right? Can't they think of something more original? I think the shooting of Alex Peretti and Nicole Good were major mistakes. Let's talk about that, Lindsay. I did cover that, Lindsay Disney, on my channel. I was very disturbed. And it goes to say for the Ashley Babbitt case, I'm going to do a piece on that too, because I'm going to have an unpopular take on that after reviewing the law, what actually happened. So, she was purported to be on the right and Renee Good on the left. And I think Renee Good just got caught up in something. And I place a lot of the blame on her partner. So the type of Catholic she has pushed, the Jewish and Israel conspiracies. I agree with you. All right, let's let her.
Of course, I have always had respect for law enforcement. And of course, you can see how enraged this woman is. And like these people are, I'm talking about the one that drove first to Minnesota, and that became a scandal. And then you had this guy, Alex Peretti, and it seemed like he was definitely engaging. But I just need more time to process what's actually happening in this country because I'm now considering greater costs than what's in front of our face.
So what exactly is it that she's processing? Can anyone tell me? She hated Charlie so much. Now she's unleashing that anger all on Erica. I couldn't agree with you more, Miss Duna Glows. I love that, Miss Duna Glows. All right, let's keep going. Wow, this is making me hot. I gotta take the sweater off.
Yeah, so I don't know where I'm at and all that. I haven't spent much time looking at what's happening in Minnesota because I think a lot of it is being blown up in.
Okay, so while they're talking about that, my main interest was, and you guys can follow the link and go watch the rest of the interview. We will catch more of it, but I do want to give you guys my take and my assessment of what I think actually happened and how Miss Candace Owens is involved. It is my theory that Candace Owens hired Tyler, whatever his name is, to commit the act. Alex Jones thinks she is mentally ill and needs help. I know, right? And if he's saying that, it's bad, right? Because Alex Jones, there's a lot, y'all. There's a lot. Maybe I'm going to have to do more stuff on it. You guys, we just moved the studio. So tell me what you want to hear and we will cover it. And we'll look at all things. So my theory is that she had Tyler, whatever his name is, commit the act. So one even purported that, she may have been having an affair with young Tyler. Thank you. I'm not alone in this. And you guys, let's go ahead and play this just to protect ourselves. Oh, wait, I didn't put it up on the right thing. Dadgummit, I can't stand when I do that, you guys. It's funny, too. You'll like it. Here we go. So we're going to play it once it uploads. But you guys, these theories, disclaimer, this is all for entertainment, educational, and informational purposes only. These are our opinions, our commentary. So, and all of this is...
Allegedly.
Let's say that again.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So it is my theory that Candace Owens played a part, may have been the mastermind in his murder. For no other reason would you defend evidence that's right in front of your face and call it a lie, go to such lengths to say that there is a conspiracy that is just so outlandish. And I do believe that the outlandish things can be true. It's how you present it. And what was it that guy said? It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Denzel Washington in Training Day. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. I haven't heard a lot of proof going on. So that's my theory. I'm glad you guys agree with me. Let's see. Ooh, let me catch up on the comments, you guys. Let me catch up on the comments. So Caesar says, I know it's funny, isn't it? Funny. I mean, it's almost as funny as her theories, I think. So let's see. And I am entertained. Thank you. We hope so. We hope to entertain. And I do have it tagged as entertainment. So she is using diversion tactics to draw attention away from herself. I couldn't agree more. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm glad someone is covering this because I didn't want to watch it alone. Monica Rodwald, thank you. I know it's always more comfortable in a group setting, isn't it? All right, you guys. A lot of people think the same. Y'all batshit crazy. Hey, I can't deny that. I am batshit crazy sometimes. So I like you too, Caesar. I like you too. Thank you for sticking it through and giving me an opportunity. So Candace needed content for her show. I know I need content too, you guys. So thank you, Candace Owens, for all the content. Ain't we all, right? All right, let's get back to this, guys. I told you we were going to be watching this. It was going to be a watch party. So I have to be a woman of my word. Let's continue on.
The elites who had served. Which, by the way,
we're talking about the elites
goes right
now.
back to Israel, and that's why he doesn't want to discuss it. And I want to be clear, this is what I mean when I say he's out of touch with his voters. We care about this. Okay. Moms care about whether.
So when she speaks about him being out of touch with his voters, I just don't like the idea that she's speaking for all his voters because I voted for Trump. And if he ran again, I would vote for him again. So that's just my thing. I was a big fan of hers. Me too, LaShasta. Me too, girl. We should swap stories. I was excited about every one of her episodes. I couldn't wait to watch it. I was a big fan of hers also. And she started saying things that didn't feel right in my spirit. And I felt the same way. And I started noticing my comments when I would push back and ask questions started getting deleted. Am I a Zionist? What is a Zionist? I don't know what you mean by that. So I don't think that I am. I identify as follower of the way of Yeshua ben Joseph. That's Jesus Christ. Yes, Jesus is Lord. Christ is King. All of the above.
Whether or not rapists, child rapists are running the world. Dads care about whether or not child rapists are
I know
running the
what you
world.
mean.
It's not a leftist talking point. If we can't protect children, we're not even a nation, right?
Right.
We have totally violated the social contract with our government has totally violated the social contract if we can't even protect children.
She's not wrong about the protecting children. I could not agree with her more on that. It's just, what is your plan to protect the children? I mean, if we're just always uncovering corruption and then we're not course correcting, what does it all amount to? A nothing burger.
Right. So this is why people feel like we're on the brink of a civil war because they're kind of saying, yeah, we don't care. Yeah, sure. We had an island. Sure. It was built after an Egyptian temple. Children were being sacrificed. It had a sublayer, but we're now over that because we got him out of a prison and he's happily living probably in Tel Aviv. Like that's not going to work. That can't be the messaging going forward.
Yeah, I just don't like when he keeps calling it a hoax. Like, why would you use that verbiage? Why would you use that?
Okay, so hold on a second. I want to read these comments because y'all are cracking me up. So if someone paid Tyler Robinson to kill Charlie, then wouldn't the FBI have found a larger payment in Tyler's account? I never said that there was payment. I mean, we don't know how if it was paid in sex, God forgive me for saying that. If it was paid in sex, I'm not sure that there would be any kind of receipt. And there are ways to hide money.
Allegedly.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. I used to follow her, but I respected Charlie more. I understand that. I woke up to her with Andrew Tate interviews. Ever since that, I can't unsee her lying right to her viewers, just like now. I agree with you. And I heard that was a big source of contention for her leaving the Daily Wire, that she misrepresented what that interview was supposed to be like, and they didn't want to endorse it to begin with. So that's a very good point that you make.
We'll just hyphenate. He's a he, she, ZBBB, they be. You're a Christian. You can be a Christian. You can be a Jew. You can be a Muslim. Once you get into hyphenating, what we're trying to do is it's just a psychological operation. But I also want to be clear. I do not view Israel has nothing to do with Judaism. That's just its latest mask. And I talk about this on my show. Even that plays into Israel's hand by allowing them to conflate Israel with Judaism. Okay. This is just a radical group of warmongers. Zionism is a political philosophy. Actually, that religion is satanic when you get into it. It's
Oh
mysticism.
my God. Okay. It seems everything's satanic. I'm not sure.
On my book club. And
She sees, okay, so let's talk about her book club, right? So Cinema Shogun, right? And if you guys read his updates, let me show you where his X account is because he's great. I follow this guy. He's so funny. He's also got a YouTube channel where he doesn't just talk about Candace. That's just, what he does here on X because he gives the people what the people want. I'm sure there's some days he doesn't want to watch her damn show, but he does it anyway. So he does I watched Candace Owens, so you don't have to. And he does a great take. And then he said in the last 2 episodes that she couldn't even remember the name of the book that she was reading in her book club. I mean, have it in front of you. When I tell you I'm going to do a review on a book, that's what I'm going to do. Right now, if you guys join exclusively on the X platform, we're reading Killing Jesus, A History by Bill O'Reilly and Martin Dugard. So you guys, I mean, come on. So a Zionist believes Israel has the right to exist. Well, what's wrong with saying somebody has a right to exist? They make it sound like it's so bad. Wow. Out of context. Used to follow her all the time. Me too. All right, let's keep going and see. Let's keep going. God, I hope this interview, I don't even know what to call this.
they're masquerading as Jews. At times, they masquerade as Christians. That's why you have these Judeo-Christian types
Okay, we
of
won't.
pastors, Rob McCoy, and those ilk. What unites them is Israel.
Me too.
And their political philosophy is Zionism. So
Yeah.
that's my
Zionism.
perspective.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Officer Tatum. He called himself a what do you call himself? A black Zionist.
Okay, guys, let's talk about Tatum Face. Let's talk about Brandon Tatum Face. Dude, I used to love Officer Tatum, love his breakdowns. Glad I found your channel. Thank you, Monica Rodwald. Yes, look, I'm mixed feelings on Officer Tatum, right? So when he did the Sonia Massey review of her shooting, he not just twice, but thrice said that it was a justified shooting. So you guys go catch my piece on that. Go watch his video because I was very disturbed at his assessment on law enforcement. And now we all know that it was definitely unjustified shooting because Sean Grayson was found guilty of second-degree murder. And the family of Sonia Massey, they were awarded $10 million. And I'm so grateful for that. So he had a bad take on that. Then I started noticing other things. Same with Candace Owens. They all kind of run the same deal, right? Then he had several YouTube channels, subscription bases that you could go to that he was never updating. So I called him out on it. I think other people did. So he ended up refunding people their subscription plans for joining his channel. So it was all kind of crazy. So when stuff like that happens, I only question it. Like, I'm not mad at them for being big content creators. They're fun to watch. But then when it gets to a point to where you purport that you're genuine and then it just seems like you're not. So B. Tatum is backed into a corner by Candace. He is afraid to directly call her out. I know. And, listen, I find myself not wanting to call people out because I'm like, well, if I'm going to call them out, what's it going to do? At this point, when they're so big, I mean, did they know each other before they got into the public spotlight? And I think we need to consider those things too. That's just my opinion. Let's keep going. Oh, Lord.
Well, look, so first,
I'm going to let this
Yeah,
play. I'm
what are
going to
your
go to the
thoughts? Go
restroom.
ahead,
I'll be right
I
back.
love
guys.
him. He's got a beautiful family. I don't wish no ill will to him. We've had him on our podcast. Yeah, and I haven't lost no respect for him. I want to bring him back on the show. It's like, but when I hear people say they're black Zionists, I'm like, where do you think he's getting his information from?
And I wanted to tell you guys, so I remember we were following the Hodge Twins and all that really closely. And I remember when they had Officer Tatum because they had asked, who I had been asking them, would you have Officer Tatum on your show? Would you have him on your show? And so then they started polling and saying, hey, who would you like to see on our show? And I think they got a lot of feedback that, people wanted to see Tatum. Now I don't follow them at all, but I wouldn't request to see anyone because they're never going to push back on anyone. April Chapman made me think of Jay Witt. Jay Witt is amazing, you guys. Let me just tell you, I'm going to show you guys. Let me show you right now while we're on it. So Jay Witt podcast is amazing, right? He totally takes one for the team. In fact, I've been doing this. We met through another YouTube channel called A Righteous Perspective, Wise with a Righteous Perspective. And let me pull him up because he's amazing. I'm a moderator on his channel, and He's just a great guy. He's a really great guy. And he's so much fun. I was on there for his Jeopardy night, Candace Owens Jeopardy. He plays bingo. I mean, he puts a lot of work into what he does. And he's a really... Where is it? This is stupid. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Hell. Why isn't it showing it all? So he was Dear Woke Christian at first, and then he rebranded to J-Wit Podcast, which I absolutely love. Here's our man, Mr. Jason with the J-Wit Podcast. Here he is. Bam. Here's his channel right here, guys. You guys go check him out. Every time Candace Owens does something, he has a watch party. So he's really amazing. I'm a member of his YouTube channel. He rocks it, man. He puts a lot of work into what he does. In fact, I just watch what he does with the bingo cards. Like, it's all interactive. You can play along. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. All right, guys, let's continue on this and get through this. And thank you guys for watching with me because, dude,
I'm not sure. I think I would love to have that conversation with him.
Yes,
I would
Paramount
definitely love to
totally.
take him through the history of Zionism because I think he's probably getting it, to be honest, from church. If we think about where most people's perspectives, and I include my former perspectives on Zionism, right? I was with Charlie. We were like, yeah, sure, we're Christian Zionists. Right. And a lot of history is intentionally rinsed from the textbooks at school. And so our understanding of history almost comes from like movies when I revisit my prior ideas.
Right.
You know, the worst thing that ever happened was World War II and the Holocaust. It's like what we know is what's put in front of us. And so I would obviously love an opportunity to put something else in front of him.
Brandon's like a brother to me. Do you dress him too and help him for dates? So that's Paramount Tactical. He's also very active on the X platform. You guys go check him out. And then remember the J-Wit Podcast. You guys, he always does a watch party for Candace Owens. I'm a member. Yep. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. So you guys, let's get through this if we can.
Me, if I have something to say to Charlie, always went directly to Charlie, constantly bickering behind the scenes. You know what I mean? So I see Brandon as like a cousin. And so I can't wait to see Brandon. I'm going to give Brandon a noogies. That's actually what I do when I see Brandon. Right. So we have a long conversation that we need to have, and we haven't had an opportunity in a while, but you know, I have a...
Can somebody tell me what a noogie is? What is a noogie? Is that when you do like this on someone's head? Love them all too. The only way I can watch her. I know, right? It's the only way. And I'm going to show you Cinema's Shogun too. He's got a YouTube channel as well as all his Candace Owens stuff is mostly on the X platform. He doesn't trash up his YouTube channel with her very much, I don't think. That's terrible to say. I know, you guys. I'm sorry.
When I was there, I did not like Israel. Charlie was like, this is amazing. Charlie was oh, this is wonderful. It's safe. I'm like, Charlie, I feel like we're being taken on a tour of exactly what they want us to see. And I sense tension. I sense unhappiness. I was not a fan of Israel. It was my least favorite place I had visited, even when I was a Zionist. So yeah, I just disagree with everything that Israel is doing.
Yep, I saw that too.
I think they're a band of terrorists. So
you know what,
we'll see. I will do my best when I see Brandon to put some other stuff in front of him and see if it makes an impact.
What you experienced, I have had family that went over there, and he said, man, he felt and he's not popular like you.
So my daughter went over there. My 33-year-old daughter went over there as well. She had a great experience. You guys, maybe one day she'll share it. I don't know what they're saying here, you guys. It's a bunch of gobbledygook.
With Israel and whole history behind it and how complicated those people are when it comes to religion and Christianity. It's like, it blew me away. And then now when I started to do my research, I find why they actually treat him like that, because he's wearing a cross, he's Christian, and people...
What are y'all talking about?
A lot of people don't understand that people of the... that follow the faith of Judaism, they see other races of people, including white people, like inferior to them. Cattle.
What?
Cattle. Right.
Yeah, having the souls of
Bro,
cattle.
what are you talking about, man?
This conversation, which was so censored and banned, is now mainstream thanks to Jeffrey Epstein's emails, where he said that. And like I said, he said this. He was working for the Rothschild family. The Rothschilds created the nation state of Israel, and there is no question that modern Israelis, not to be confused with biblical Israelites, are avowedly racist. Like avowedly racist. It is indoctrinated into them in their youth. People that have left Israel have told me that. Like we learned this in school. because they then go out to serve in the
Well,
IDF,
I'm
and
just
they
not
are
sure
basically
about that
putting them
right
through
now.
psychological brainwashing course so that they're okay mass murdering and stealing from people and believing that it is their biblical heritage that allows them to do this. They don't even know that they're just being raised up in a satanic cult. And so I think the dam on that conversation is finally breaking, and I'm very happy about that. And you are correct.
Can anybody keep up with how many times she's said satanic cult? They're all evil. Blah 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 blah. Girl, I just told my husband you are from West Virginia. I'm from Western North Carolina. Girl, my husband's from Charlotte, North Carolina. Lisa, that was in here, Mecklenburg County. I said we could be friends. We are friends. Let's do this. La Shasta Fox. 3739. I love it. Yeah. So we moved to Winston-Salem from Charlotte, North Carolina. Then we moved from Winston-Salem to West Virginia. We lived in that trash town of Huntington for a while. It was terrible. And then we finally were able to buy a home in Boone County, West Virginia. So let's do this. You guys, thank you. You're going to encourage me to want to do more live streams. I mainly do pre-records and get stuff up on the channel. I've been terrible about getting stuff up. We are in the middle of getting our LLC, so it'll probably be rebranded to West Virginia, whatever. But that's okay, because I think that's more encompassing of what our channel is anyway. So you guys, thanks for hanging with me through this. We're going to get through this, and then you guys make sure you join tonight for the grand jury. Let me run the banner so you guys know where to go. It's pinned to the top of my YouTube comment section, and it's also pinned to the top of the Rumble comment section. You guys, I'm excited about tonight, and let's get through this, whatever this is.
About the what is in the Talmud. So when you have a person who places the Talmud above the Torah, what they are telling you is that they follow rabbinical Judaism, meaning that they have elected the rabbis to say what is right and what is wrong. They essentially saying we follow man, which means ultimately that you follow yourself.
Whoa. What did she just say? She's so, wait a minute.
Whoa, hold on!
Okay, guys, so she just said that they look to man. Now, does she not consistently talk about going to a priest, praying to the rosary, all of that stuff? So I need her to clarify, because it seems to me that she's doing the same thing that she's accusing whatever this group is of. All right, let's keep going. I know y'all are like, are you ever going to get through this?
By the way,
hopefully.
That is what that book is. It's rabbis debating really despicable things at times. So that theological debate is happening. And to be clear,
actually, I have an answer for that. I absolutely do. Wait, I can't see it. Why isn't it highlighting here? Lindsay, why can't I see your comment? Okay, so is Donald Trump going to publicly criticize Candace Owens? Why should Meghan Tucker and Tatum attack Candace if Trump hasn't done so? He actually has. He actually has called her out. He posted on Truth Social, like 4 content creators that he was like, shut the up, shut the up. So you guys, I will find that and dig that out for you. In fact, I might do a video on it. So yes, he has kind of inadvertently in his troll ways called Candace Owens out. Yes, he has. All right. And should it really be on our president to, I mean, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. That's a great question. Is Donald Trump going to publicly criticize Candace Owens? And I answered that he kind of already has. Why should Meghan Tucker and Tatum attack Candace if Trump hasn't done so? So I don't think anybody's asking anyone to attack someone. We're asking them to sit down and push back on these theories and ask for actual evidence. And, going in on someone's personal appearance or what they think might have happened the night before when they don't reside in that household is a far stretch. All right, let's keep going. That's just my opinion.
Jewish people who have nothing to do with the state of Israel, of which there are many people that we grew up with, need to be a part of that conversation. This is why people like Dave Smith are so potent, because they want you to think that every black person agrees with BLM and every Jewish person agrees with Bibi Netanyahu. We need to start separating the wheat from the chaff, and all of us should be agreeing that Israel is just a satanic entity at this point. If they're just mass murdering children and sacrificing kids to Baal. I mean, that's the extent of what they.
What do y'all think that, so is she talking about the Israeli government? Is she talking about God? I don't know what she's saying, man. I'm confused. I need Rastucius. My husband, Rusty Rastucius. He says a lot of Confucius-like things. And I mean, I don't even know what she's saying.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just dumb.
The nation state was established in 1948, if we're being.
Right. Yeah. A lot of Christian Zionists, they call themselves that. They say it's just a part of war. I was like, that's funny. You should put.
Okay, so can someone give me the definition of Christian Zionist? I want to say Tracy told me what a Zionist was, that people believe that Israel has the right to exist. So a Christian Zionist would be a follower of the way that believes that Israel has a right to exist, I guess. Very confusing stuff.
It that way. It's like when it happened
Why don't we just have a relationship with Jesus and get to know him because of the love of it? And, you know,
to the Jews during World War II, you call it a Holocaust, but when it happens to anybody else except for the Jews, it's just war.
Even Christians, right?
Yeah.
Everyone, no one wants to say the numbers of how many Christians died during World War II, and were put into the first concentration
well, why don't you talk about what's happening to Christians today, or is that all a psyop?
concentration camps, which were first developed by Jews,
Oh,
or
good
those who say they're Jews.
God, here we
And,
go.
that you look into who created those
Not
first
the Jews.
concentration camps, and yeah, that's where you end up. And we can talk about the Bolshevik Revolution. And like I said, they worship Satan, and they're explicit in that. Once you get into studying those things, I'm about to do my book club today, and it's haunting that Sigmund Freud was so explicit about it, and yet people have just.
So is she reading Sigmund Freud? I mean, is she reading Sigmund Freud in her book club? She didn't really say what she's reading. God, please let this be over soon. Is everyone else praying with me? Lord, in the mighty name of Jesus, let us get through this. And remember, we're listening to this on like 1.5 speed. It's insanity.
Ignored that. They weren't hiding it. They're not hiding who they believe their Lord is. And so I think that, like I said, we now have this rare opportunity to have that discussion and to be precise in who exactly it is that we're speaking about, because I do believe that there has been almost a satanic spell cast on America that we, I think, are all kind of descending out of at different intervals.
Yeah, like the Democrats have figured out Israel and how it's an evil.
So I think she's insinuating that we don't have the right tools in our faith system for protection over whatever satanic activity that she's speaking of. So I will say it again. If you are consistently seeing demons, if you hear voices, all of that, you know, 1 Corinthians chapter 12, that's our spiritual gifts. We must fully embrace and embody 1 Corinthians chapter 13 first. That is the true definition of love. And I think it's no mistake that the Apostle Paul wrote, you know, 1 Corinthians chapter 13, that was placed after chapter 12, because it's very important that, hey, none of these spiritual gifts can exist if we're not in agreement in one true love, one true God. It's Old Testament, it's New Testament. Deuteronomy 6:4, right? Thou shalt love thy Lord God with all your heart, mind, and soul. In the New Testament, and it's even in the Old Testament that you should love your neighbor as yourself. So, I mean, I don't understand why we're trying to separate everything. Love Paramount. Also, yes, Paramount Tactical is awesome. Another good one is Defending Freedom. He doesn't do watch parties, but he has great takes on all political things happening. And thank you for saying that, because I'm always looking for, you know, other people's perspective to kind of, you know, throw into my videos so that everybody can get a good mixture of what everybody's saying and thinking. So thank you for that. I'm definitely going to check out Miss Chapman, and we're going to check out, dadgummit, where'd it go? Oh, that was the, who was it? Defending Freedom. Okay, a Zionist is fundamentally an advocate or supporter of the movement for the development, protection, and self-determination of the Jewish nation in its ancestral homeland, Israel. It is rooted in the belief that Jewish people have a right to a sovereign state in their historic territory. I don't see what's so wrong with that. What's so wrong with that? Let's go.
Empire, but it hasn't. Well, it's getting that way on the right. Do you think that that whole route is going to continue to open eyes up on the right?
Yeah. Oh, without question. That's why I said I don't believe that in the future you can run as a Zionist and win. I don't even think Trump running on his 2016 platform, because he was openly a Zionist, but we didn't care about that because he was so America first that we were like, even.
So she's saying, this is what it sounds like. She said, well, we didn't notice that, or we didn't care about that. The biggest picture was just to get him in office. So I don't, what are you saying there, Candy? What are you saying there, my lady? I'm confused.
And if he's pro-Israel, that's going to be like Israel third. It's going to be America, and then maybe Israel.
Right.
Actually, wouldn't even put it as number 3 with the way that he was speaking. And I felt like there was some semblance of that throughout his first administration, but there's nothing in this one. Like, he's very clear. It's like what Bibi wants, Bibi gets. You know, that's why we call him over here the boss Bibi.
United States of Israel.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's terrible. Shame on you.
With who?
Yay.
Shame on all of you.
Yeah. I was gonna go see him for Thanksgiving, but I host Thanksgiving every. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was like, I really need you to record your masters, because I have such a sense of guilt listening to his music, knowing that the wrong people are getting paid off of it, like the satanic people who literally tried to ruin his life. And so I'm hoping that he'll do that soon. He said he was trying to make time to do that. Ye is also a brother to me. And so in the context, get all people, what do you think about Ye doing this, doing that? It's like, dude, Ye's the reason why Ye and I are like kindred spirits is because
They're not kindred spirits. I have not heard Ye once publicly recognize Candace Owens in years, right? And we all know that he just apologized to a rabbi. So Tracy said that I recommend for Echoes to watch April Echoes from Above. So that's April Chapman, and he's really good. Like, he probably will go check her out or whatever. You know, he's really good about doing stuff like that. If you want to know the real deal with Candace and her husband, look up SSPX Resistance. Google it. Ooh, I'm gonna. Candace didn't vote for Trump in 2016. No, she did not. No, she did not. In fact, she was obsessed with his sexual parts. I think she was talking about she was convinced that he had a micro penis. Now she wants to see a penis on a female. You guys, I'm not sure about her and her little groupies.
With Alex Jones and Nick Fuentes. Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, a little bit.
Alex Jones is just like tripping.
Yeah.
I personally enjoyed Alex Jones. He's very entertaining. And so seeing him sort of like, you know, they were throwing around a lot of money. Okay, I get it, whatever. But that was wild. His like week.
So now she accuses Alex Jones of, oh my God. Now, you guys, I was watching Candace when she platformed Alex Jones after the families of the Sandy Hook's school shooting victims went after him for his bull crap. You guys, I highly recommend. I don't even think it's up anymore, but it was pretty egregious what he did to those families. So I hope that he has repented. She tried to platform him, boost him up, ran his fundraiser for him. So I think it's funny to watch what he's doing, and I'm glad that he's doing it.
I was like, here's what we're going to name the episode. We were so friendly. I mean, you welcome someone into your home, they meet your team, everyone's super nice to you.
Right.
And then for some reason, he gets on air and completely flips, pretends that he's shocked by the title. Like we didn't have a discussion about it. That even when we did the trailer for it, I told him I'm going to cut a trailer. Like we basically plotted this all together, and then he went into full theater and drama mode. And
so they plotted what together?
Know what he is. You know, people tell you who they are very early on. Listen, it's my granddad. Constantly instilled.
I keep saying that people tell you who they are, and they tell you by whom they accuse
me. And so it's like I just see him for what he is. Like it's drama, it's theater, it's akin to Jeremy Boring at the Daily Wire. And if you don't have, I don't know, I just feel like as a man, when you look someone in the eye, you give them a handshake and you get to know them and their family. That kind of like Judas culture, we just don't.
Right.
So
you're not a man, so I don't know why you're talking about what a man should or should not do.
I don't want him to be censored. Let him live his life. Whatever. It's not for me.
Yeah. I was just kind of blown away how he just talks about you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm blown away by how she talks about him and the way she obsesses over Charlie. Look at these guys; they are fools.
And, black fatigue, the emergence. Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, you haven't heard of black fatigue?
Black fatigue?
Yeah.
Do I not sound hip? Sorry. Sometimes people have to dial me in. You forget I'm getting old, man. I got 4 kids. Come on, make me hip. What is it?
Well, it's like.
No, okay, so she's saying that she doesn't know what black fatigue is, so that tells you that she's so obsessed with Erica and Charlie. And it's always that I have 4 kids and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I have 4 kids. Whatever, Heppa. God, please let this be over soon.
Whenever you see obnoxious black people in public, people are filming it and they're putting the title on it. They're labeling it as black fatigue. You know how black people call white women Karens for calling cops on the girl for, just selling water. Yeah, it's very similar to that. It's black people's Karen. Yeah. Version of a Karen.
Yo, you guys, I don't know who the hell Karen is. Where did that ever come from? Usually when you make a reference, it's, hey, this person was Karen, like a character from a show, their traits, how they are. Don't be a Rachel. Don't be a Monica. Don't be a Karen. Who the hell is Karen? Can somebody please tell me? Yes, we just showed some stuff from Milk Bar TV, Nathan Livingstone. He is amazing, you guys. And on the X platform, I subscribe to his account on the X platform. If you are seeing and having interactions with demons a lot, you probably are interacting too much with them. I couldn't agree with you more. Okay, we are going to get through this. I know it's on triple speed, double speed. I think it's almost done.
I but I always say that I had that when during BLM, I had black fatigue. I just couldn't do it. I was like, I can't black people because we were always like the funny people. And it was like, oh, we're so offended by like someone put her hair in braids. I'm like, what are we doing? I just can't anymore. And it got really annoying. And then it stopped. And now it's kind of transferred and everyone's feeling the Jew fatigue right now. And it's like, oh my gosh, this person in the subway was Jewish. And
how did she turn black fatigue into Jew fatigue? Look, she is obsessed. She is so obsessed.
And sometimes when they make it racial, you do get fatigue from it. But yeah, I'm not in every corner of the internet, but I definitely know that I experienced these feelings during BLM, and I don't feel it anymore though, actually. So
yeah, like when BLM started, you was very critical of BLM and the things the black community embraces.
I know, right?
Do you think since then, how your success, your emergence, do you think Black people are warming up to your message because they think that this is a race?
Most of them cannot stand her. If you go back to Candace's early years, you take like Charlemagne the God, all of them, they have always stood against her. I think she tried to be in the cool kids crowd, but maybe she was just rejected and she has serious issues. I'll say it again. She lies when she said that she and George Farmer met before Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk started dating. That's a lie. They did not get together. Charlie Kirk was together with Erica Kirk, already knew from the job interview that he wanted to date her and marry her, and it worked out, and Candace couldn't stand it. She wanted that fairy tale type life, so she had to create it.
This country is systemically racist, and to see you as a Black woman fight the Jews, the Democrats, you're fighting everybody. And
top 10 podcasts,
top 10 podcasts, top 1 podcast. Do you think the Black community is warming up to you?
For sure. Without question. I think a part of it is because the media did a really good job of making them think that I was literally just being paid to attack them. Like that I didn't actually think.
No, she did a good job of convincing them that she was paid to attack them. She did that. No one else did that.
These things that I was just going to be focused on constantly going after Black America, like it was a Black thing. Like she hates being Black. That's why she's doing this. And it was like, no, I literally hate BLM. And I hate what the spell that they seem to be casting upon Black Americans and thinking that this is going to deliver them to the promised land if they loot Target and get a flat screen TV because George Floyd died in Minnesota. Doesn't make any sense. I don't like stupid.
Hey, Mr. This is making me mad. I don't know what's going on with that. Mr. Bumps Johnson came through, said Candace demanding to get paid by TPUSA as she attacks them daily. Is Al Sharpton levels of diabolical grift? I couldn't agree with you more. For decades, Al Sharpton attacked many entities, usually on the grounds of not hiring Blacks. He demanded a NAN donation and would back off after getting the money. I'm sorry, it's continuing freedom, not defending. All right, let's keep going. Hopefully this is almost over.
Two are starting to go, okay, wait a second. What is happening? Why is this event? Look what Bibi Netanyahu's doing. This does seem to be a game of politics.
Yeah, we got to speed her up again. How many times did she mention Bibi Netanyahu? How many times have they talked about? I mean, this is crazy.
What your race is or what your religion is. If you get annoying, I don't care if you're Blake Lively. I mean, the Blake Lively situation. I'm attacking Israel, but also defending the Jew of the situation, as the directors were.
Right.
You know,
what?
Annoying gets what it gets for me.
What's your thoughts on JD Vance? Do you think he's
Oh God, here we go. Do we even want to hear her thoughts on JD Vance?
the future president?
I think the answer to that question has been complicated by the Epstein files because of how many times Peter Thiel was mentioned in them. And he's going to have to contend with that because there's no getting around it. I mean, Peter Thiel did fund JD Vance from the time that he was in college. He made him a thing, right? He funded his career in the Senate. He certainly likely got him that deal with Netflix.
I agree with you, Mr. Johnson. I agree with you. So, I mean, sorry I'm speeding this up, you guys. We got to get through this. I have another show to be on tonight. So let's keep going.
I would have said he would have been a contender. I think he has been wise. He's been smart to stay away from Trump on the issues. I can tell you he was definitely one of the people that was pushing for answers in terms of what happened to Charlie Kirk. That's what I was told from behind the scenes, that JD Vance was pushing, was maybe one of the only people that was actually pushing for answers behind the scenes, which is compelling. And
oh, good gravy. Stop this madness. New Zealand in the house.
Vance, that was all good for him. He is going to have to contend with the Epstein files and JD Vance and Peter Thiel now, though. So we'll see how that goes.
What do you think if we ever a lot of people saying we're about to go to war.
Y'all, look, we are sped up to 1.25 times the speed. And did you see that long pause? That would have been like an eternity if I had that on normal speed.
Or if Iran. I'm not sure why we have battleships out there. I'm even not sure what Trump's been saying crazy things that we are trying to make Iran great again, thinking about arming some of their citizens to fight back again. I was like, what is this all coming from? Why does we so infatuate with Iran?
What the hell are you talking about? They don't know.
That doesn't help Americans.
I just think BB is running his Twitter account. It's just BB tweeting. I don't know. I
don't
even care about it.
Every road leads back to Bibi Netanyahu. Mr. Netanyahu, did you know that you had that immense amount of power? I mean, Candace seems to like to give people power that they simply do not have. And I'll say it again, she simply does not have the power to destroy Turning Point USA. She doesn't have that power, and it won't happen. The attacks that she's levying and launching are definitely showing who she is as a person. So, wow, let's keep going. It's almost over, I think. Praise God.
And again, you know, BB, drunk dial in America, you know, like I don't even cover anything that's going on because there's no explanation for it at all. It's like BB demands the ships, they go, and then Trump tweets something weird after the fact. I just tell Americans, don't send your sons, don't sign up for the military. This is not the United States military, it's the United States, it belongs to Israel. So if you want to die for Israel, sign up for the military today.
Well said. Well said. Before we let you go, I just want to ask you one tough question. You've been asking a lot of tough questions. No, this is really tough.
I need a poll in the comments section, you guys. Do you think the Hodge twins posed any tough questions? They claim that they are posing questions. Thank you. Thanks, guys, for joining this. We're almost at a close, you guys. We're going to end this as soon as the live stream is over. You guys, please go visit Paramount Tactical. Go read Cinema Shoguns. I watched Candace Owens, so you don't have to. Let me pull him up real quick. So, oh, here's Cinema Shogun. Did I commit? Okay, I don't even know what's going on right now. It's making me mad. Here we go, you guys. Can you see it on the screen? That's Cinema Shogun. It's taking a minute to load, so which means my computer is probably running a little hot. So let's get this live stream over with. And you guys, thanks for hanging with me. I know this one was a toughie. And I got a huge shout out to Jay Witt Podcast, all of y'all. And we do suffer in the comment section watching her. You know, we get accused a lot of not watching her content. That couldn't be further from the truth. I go directly to her channel when I'm covering her stuff.
If you could change anything, is there anything you ever said or done you wish you had never did on camera? There's something that bugs at you. It's like, what was I thinking that day? I mean, I have a million of them. I don't have time to tell you how many times I wish I can go back in time and say, man, why did I say that?
I can tell you right now, she's going to say she has never had that moment. And if you guys notice, you know, when she does her overly produced, she acts like she's asking her producer, can you fact check that for me? And then they come back and she's like, yes, I was correct. I was right. As I thought, as I suspected, I was right. Thank you, Mark and Skylar, for checking that when I knew I was right anyway. And what if they would have told her she was incorrect? I don't know. Let's see how she answers this.
Do you ever have those situations that happen?
Put this to normal speed.
If you asked me in the moment, I would be like, oh, I wish I had done this because then I wouldn't be going through this.
Right.
But then when you have more time from whenever that happened, there's just always, you learn from mistakes. So why would you want to go through life not making mistakes? And like the biggest thing that happened, I guess, in the public was my firing from the Daily Wire. Why would I want to change that? Look how beautiful that story has turned into. Like it, like standing up for myself, and I feel so good about that, like spiritually, that God won in that.
So do you like, they asked, what mistake have you made? What has happened? So she won't even say, hey, I did this one time, you know, and you know, what could I have done better? But this is how it turned out. No, it's always the victim role with her. She has to be tough to work with. No, man, I would love to get a hold of some of her staff, man. She's probably got them so wrapped up in NDAs, it's not even funny.
Regard that Christ is king. That narrative, I wouldn't want that to be gone. Would I have, if I could go back in the moment? Actually, even when it went down, I knew what I was doing. I was very conscious in saying, like, I am okay with this happening, and I'm grateful that it happened. I was never going to sell my soul,
up, dear God.
but I wouldn't take away like working for the Daily Wire or working for PragerU because it allowed me to see how these things work from the inside. So when I'm giving people insight on my show, I now can say this not as an outsider, assuming what's happening on the inside, but someone having been on the inside and telling you what's now happening on the outside. So I have the perspective that, you know, God wants you where you are at that exact moment in time. And
this is sped up to 2 times.
Even when you make mistakes, it's part of the learning process. And so
I think that's the best time to learn is when you make mistakes.
Look at her facial expressions, y'all.
I've learned the most when I fell on my face, and I wouldn't get rid of not one of them. It's like the best learning experiences.
But she never said she fell on her face. Y'all don't even listen to her answer. She never said she fell on her face. They threw her down and she picked herself back up. That's what she would have you believe.
When you fail, it makes you a better person.
Absolutely. I'm not scared to fail. So that also helps because there's so much fear of failing. It's just like, oh, you did wrong and you do better next time. You know?
Right. Well, I want to thank you for taking your time today to talk to us. Anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to shout out? It's not like you need to shout out. Everybody knows that.
I'd like to shout out my cousin who's been holding it down in New York.
My older brother, my daughter, they watch
I'm a rapper. You know, I shout out. Shout out to my producer, my homies locked down, forcing out for my fallen homies, my aunts, my uncles back, holding it down in Brooklyn. That's it.
Thank you, Candace. We love you. Thank you.
Love you guys too, and hopefully I'll be back soon. You guys have a good one.
You too.
Thank God that's over, you guys. Thanks for hanging with us, guys. My name is Regina Connell. This is West Virginia Wire, you guys. We are going to be rebranding to West Virginia Whatever. It's coming as soon as we get it, that it's on lock. West Virginia Whatever is ours. So, you guys, thanks for joining. So, platform or propaganda, you guys let us know what you thought this was today. I want to do a huge shout out again to Echoes from Above. Thanks for driving through, man. You guys go check him out. Go check out Paramount Tactical. Go check out Cinema Shogun. Go check out the J-Whip podcast. Go check out Mixed Texan Report. And go check out Spare Parts Universe. That's something totally different. It's animated and it's funny. All right, you guys, thanks for joining. My name again is Regina Connell. You heard earlier in the broadcast, that was my friend Lisa Momisa. I'm Gina Bobina. So thanks again. And we will see you guys on the flip flop. Once again, thanks for joining. I'm so glad these losers, we're done with these losers. What am I doing here? I don't know. Here, we'll remove that. All right, guys, we're out. Don't forget to join tonight for Joe Lanou, the grand jury. You guys here, this is right. Will be on tonight and streaming across the X platform. Let me pull this up here. And we'll see you guys later on. Thanks for joining. Catch you on the flip flop. Bye, guys.
Got the world on my mind. Ain't no time to play. Chasing dreams, running fast, feeling no delay. We're the watchdogs, always watching what they say. Eyes wide open, we're taking what's ours. Breaking through the silence, aiming for the stars. The grind don't stop, we're living in the scars. On Watchdog Wednesday, we're raising the bars.